I'm hearing it. Hi, hello everyone. We can hear.
Hello.
You can hear us.
Hopefully all the audio and levels are good. But yeah. Should I give the countdown now?
Hold on. Laura of Hyphens, thanks for the 18-month resub to this channel. All right, go ahead.
Shoutouts to the Lord. All right. So we'll do it on go. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so this is Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. It's originally for the Game Boy Advance, but now I'm playing on the Wii U Virtual Console. It's glitchless category. And then I have my co-commentator here, Mr. Shasta, if you want to introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Mr. Shasta. I run this game sometimes. It's a really awesome video game. Hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, Shasta actually started running this category before me and then got me into it. So.
Yeah, when I started writing this, I did a little reroutes, or a small reroute, and I wrote down Alton's route they did of this run 3-ish years ago, 2.5 years ago, something like that. But yeah, if you want to actually learn this category, my route's actually on Spearin.com. It's in the guide section. But I guess it's hard to judge that being a bit into the run now, and you don't see the intro.
It says.
But yeah.
Maybe this will fix it.
Yeah, this is just the intro of the game. For first minute we do nothing, but now we have to do all-important Toad walking section. You gotta save. Alright, save the frames here, you got this. That's weird. It sounds good in my end at least. But I don't know. Oh, okay. Yep. So I guess I might as well display this now, during this tutorial. That a reason why this category is called glitchless instead of just anything else is just because the big glitch in this game that breaks it is something called barrel storage, and it also leads into the Ashley Man glitch as well when it happens. What that does is essentially skips over 2/3 of the game. It allows you to get any Ashley Man on any single burrow in the game, and in the case of 8%, we skip over. We basically clip past one of the barriers in T Valley after clipping past the barrier there, or the rock there that you use super hammers for. Oh no, never mind, I should get some hammers. But anyways, we get past that anyways, and that skips over 2/3 of the game, gets a Popple and Birdo right before the final dungeon of the game. And the run itself is about an hour and 20, hour 15 at this point. So this glitchless category here basically just cuts out that glitch, makes it bans, and 3.5 hour run. Going through the entire game. It's super comfy.
Alright, seems like we have an audio issue right now.
Okay.
But I don't know what the best way to solve it is, so rip.
That's not good then. I hope it's not too bad in that case. Excuse me.
I don't know, chat. How's the audio? Is it alright? If it's fine, we'll just keep it.
I'll get that mushroom now?
Yeah.
That's not too slow actually, it makes sense. I'll see with this one. Ooh, I like it.
Oh no, Rip missed the jump.
Dang. A jump would give him just another mushroom there in that block.
Yeah, I mean, well, I guess I should explain it. A lot of this run is picking up items and coins. Most items aren't really needed, but mushrooms are really important for the run. The other items we just use to sell, because we need to. Yeah. Oh, you go ahead, Shaston.
Yeah, it says they're saying the game is Lyran, basically. Indicating we really hear us too well.
Okay, let me turn it down.
Sure.
Alright, turned it down a little bit more. Hopefully that's fine.
Sweet. Alright, so what I was gonna say is, for a lot of the run, we're getting as many mushrooms as we can, as long as it's not too far out of the way, of course. So like that first corner area is not too bad in that sense. There's not just a lot in the way in terms of like the mushrooms can get there. But what we need all the mushrooms for later is about almost 2 hours into the run, we get something called the Mush Badge, which increases our power, scaling to how many mushrooms we have in our inventory. Doesn't matter what kind of mushrooms, as long as we have some kind of mushrooms. It's the most overpowered badge in the entire game, excluding, of course, the free version of that badge, which we're not going to go into that. It's scary. But yeah, it's really, really good. It basically sets up for all our power later and gives us just a huge advantage over all the enemies we face. In particular, we will have Chopper Bros later, one of the Bros moves, and because we have so many mushrooms with the Mush Badge, it like scales our base damage with the badge there. Just in general. So instead of doing 1 damage after multiple hits with it, we do like up to 14, 15, maybe up to 20 if you have enough mushrooms by the end of the game. It's ridiculous. And since Murmilio here can mash amazingly, Chopper Bros basically will just destroy every single boss in the game along with that. But we'll get there when we get there.
Yeah, all the later game bosses better watch out.
Better watch out for your ability to mash, I guess. But yeah, we'll get the Chop Bros when we get there, but let's just say it's the most useful Bros move in the game. And Bros moves are basically just, we'll see a tutorial later in it, but they're basically just like, how do I say it? They're like the badges in Paper Mario series. They give you more powerful moves, but you have to execute a little command before you actually can use them, essentially.
Alright, I'm gonna go my classic old school team left down, for these sweet pictures.
Personally, whenever I do runs of this game, I just like tell chat to give me a direction, and I just like do the direction that's that's good. I just like do the direction that most people say.
Yeah, I gotta have some
you have the
home
perfect frame
prime.
for Luigi. That's the best. It's like the gigantic frame there. If it's being like shocked, that's the best. That's the best one.
Alright, so a lot of the beginning of this game, actually, there's a lot of tutorials, and it seems like we just skipped this tutorial, but ends up we still have to do it. This guy will just sneak up on us while we're in the battle.
Yeah, I've noticed as well as dialogue there. Yeah, even though we say yes, it's a little faster to say yes, because to say no, he moves a little farther back, which waits like a second, I think. You know he has one less text box there. But even still, we have this tutorial, even if we do say no. He also tells us to get to the barrel, or talk to the barrel, like, on the right side of the screen, like right where he was, but we just can go past him, so it's fine.
And yet again, another Goomba.
These Goombas have 4 HP, so since we do 1 counterattack in the tutorial, we can just counterattack that Goomba and kill him in 1 less turn, essentially.
Yeah, same for this fight. This guy is really the first one that talks about the first strike mechanic in this game. Yeah, basically on the overworld, like for Paper Mario as well, but you can just jump on enemies first and get an extra attack in.
This game takes a lot of similarities to Paper Mario in general, and that's one of them. Just the whole battle mechanic and just first strike. So in this game, of course, you have 2 bros. Oh wait, no, you have that Paper Mario, but nah, bro, you have a partner. Anyways,
yeah. Well,
here's the first part. It's the first time we rank up, or level up rather. And what we're doing for most of the run, or if not the whole run, is just upgrading our power with both bros at least. So right now we got a 2. We really got a 2 there. And what we want mostly is a 3. We also don't want too much power before Drago, the boss, is being done.
yeah, it's really funny that you wouldn't expect too high power to even happen, but it happens like once or twice in a blue moon.
Yep. You don't want the highest power you can get, because you actually skip some turns that you need to actually have for that boss, and for every encounter before then too.
Yeah, all the battles in the early game are pretty scripted out, so everything works out fine later on.
After that battle, though, I think it's all just good. You just want the highest power you can get at that point.
Yeah. After Drago Ho-Ho, everything is just fine.
Right now, we're just doing the best characters in the game, Kekla and Fawful. They're the main villains of the game. Fawful talks really funny, and he has some great dialogue. Unfortunately, you skip it because of speedrunning, but you know. If you ever play this game casually, you'll enjoy Fawful probably the most. I think everyone does.
Yeah, he was like a fan favorite. They brought him back in so many other games. Or other games of the series.
He was brought back in Cars of Time in particular. He was in the series as like a seller there. They can go to and sell stuff with. It's pretty awesome. But skipping these tutorials that are early game are a little bit tricky sometimes too, because like you have to match A and B when you do them, like back and forth, and sometimes you just kind of mess up because it's like one input will bring up the dialogue immediately and give you the option immediately.
Yeah, there's a couple of tutorials later in the game where if you don't end up skipping it, it costs you like 2 minutes. Who's the best couple in this game?
It's definitely Luigi and Prince Peasley.
Dude, that's a good one.
Oh, there you go. Also said himself. It's the best though. This game has such personality. If you've never seen this game before, then you'll probably enjoy seeing like all the different stuff that happens in the cutscenes in this game. Especially later on. Like after Joke's End too, that's like the best cutscene.
Who, Poexel with Mario and Pixel Vomit, that's a good choice too.
Oh, that's great as well.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there won't be Pixel Vomit in the Glitchless run.
Unfortunately not. That's actually a glitch.
Yeah.
In these parts, we don't accept glitches in our speedruns. Right, now we're gonna come up to the first main game of the run, which is called Border Jump. It's just a simple jump rope game where you have two hammer bros trying to throw a jump rope at you. To speed this part up, we actually intentionally hit twice, so that when the big game is done, we have less fireworks in the background.
Yeah. The results they differ based on how many times you got hit. So if you get a perfect mini game, it takes a little bit longer.
Yeah. You can also go back to these mini-games later and do a hard version of the mini-game, which will give you some he beans, which you can then use in the coffee shop in BB and Castletown, once we get there.
Yeah, we're gonna use it once in the route, but the rest is usually just for casual play.
The reason why I use that once in a route is because at some point in the game we get choco beans, and we use that to get the first item in the coffee shop, which is the greed wallets, which doubles the money we get in each battle. Or after each encounter with an enemy, I mean.
Yeah,
it's super good.
Greed Wallet is really good. It means more coins, which means more mushrooms.
And at some points in the game, we do need a certain amount of coins for to actually continue the run. So, yeah.
Yeah. Item management and coin management is really important in this, pretty much all the categories of this game. But yeah, now we're officially in the Bean Kingdom.
We're gonna tag this pipe here because it's gonna be useful for the end of the game. That's the time we go back to this area. There's always pipes laid out throughout the land here, and we're gonna tag a lot of them because they save a lot of time on movement, essentially. There's fun fact. Over here, Tolstar's gonna ask for 100 coins, but he's asking for Bean coins instead of Mushroom Kingdom coins. But if you actually get rid of all your coins, or a lot of your coins during this parts, there's part Tolstar just automatically converted over with a calculator. If you get rid of all of your coins here, which you're supposed to have 100 of already, you'll still calculate down to 10 Bean coins anyways. So like if you have like 5 Bean coins, or 5 Mushroom Kingdom coins, you'll still calculate the 10 Bean coins.
Yeah, this game's lore runs really deep. The economy is not too great in Mushroom Kingdom.
It isn't. You'll see later too as well. It's even worse than we thought. But we'll get there when we get there. It's pretty good though.
Yeah, but now we're on a coin collecting mission. We just gotta collect 100.
Yep. So first block he hits gonna get 16 coins. The ones over here is gonna give us 10. These coin blocks, the individual coin blocks here can give us 10 or 9 if your timing's not good enough, but you want to get as many coins as you can. So yeah, the Mario and Luigi blocks here, which are hit by both Mario and Luigi, obviously. They it depends on which blocks you hit, but usually I give you 12. The first block you hit though in this area gives you 16 for whatever reason.
Yeah, the first one gives you 16. There's 2 others that give you 12, and then there's one that gives you 8.
Oh yeah, the one at the end there. That's right. So later, after this tutorial here for the Bros moves, we're gonna actually get into a few other one more encounter before we get to the other tutorial for the Bros moves in battle.
Oh yeah.
So now we just have this part here, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, these guys are really funny. Like, fun fact, whenever I played this, I thought that the white under their nose was just a big mustache. But it turns out they're just smiling really big.
Is that not a big mustache?
No, they're smiling. Right? It's so weird.
Really? That's so weird. Oh well. I can't see that being like that though.
Yeah, I thought they had like a white collar or a mustache, and then, oh boy.
It's
Yeah,
just like the
sometimes he looks like a goatee and a collar.
It's just like the Toads in Paper Mario TTYD, like the how is it? The Toads in the item shop that like have like a little mustache, but it actually looks like one of these faces. I'll type it in chat.
Oh wait, they're not being sad?
No, they're not. It's just a mustache. It looks like that though. But yeah, here we have jump course. In 8% and all bosses do not skip this jump course. That's a trick by Murmilio, using the spin jump. But in Glitchless, we don't do it. Essentially.
Yeah, Glitchless...
It saves like 15 seconds, not a huge
Yeah, it's not too bad. Alright, cool, first strike.
Nice. So we're gonna do this battle right here. At this point now, we have the Bros moves, and we're gonna be doing as many Splash Bros advances as we can. Essentially, we're using as much as we can. What that means is, during the last hit of Drago, when we kill him, essentially, that's gonna be when we get Splash Bros advanced, and we need that for Queen Bean. That fight is gonna be much faster once we use this, essentially. So all our Splash Bros up to this point is just calculated for that. The good news about using Best Cat right here though is that we get automatically healed after the Bros Moves tutorial. So we're not even supposed to be using the Bros Moves here, but we have the access to it anyways through the game. We haven't actually like learned about it, quote unquote, because the game hasn't taught us the tutorial yet or anything.
Alright, entering the tutorial room now.
If you switch to Mario up front, go into that room there, it actually saves a little bit of time movement during the cutscene. Because it's at the very beginning of it, Mario and Luigi moved over, like to look at the Star Shape Bros there, right in the center of the room. If Luigi is first, if Luigi is first, Mario have to walk a little longer, so it saves just a little bit of time doing this.
Yeah, there's a couple spots in the run where you can do that just because the cutscenes, they always play out the same, so if Luigi's like in front, sometimes it'll be slower.
So yeah, all you're gonna do this tutorial is just mash A and occasionally do the Bros move. Essentially what we do for Splash Bros is just when we're on top of Luigi, press A like this. Just what the game's telling us. I'm literally just saying the tutorial out loud at this point. But yeah, this is how you basically do a regular Bros move in the game. It's just like this, like how the game tells you to. Whenever you have to input, the game will like flash either red or green around the bro where you need to do the input for. However, once you get the advanced move for it, it's a different input that the game doesn't tell you. So you have to figure it out yourself. But we already know it because we know the game and all that.
Yeah, it's funny that because the bro attack you use right there actually counts toward your advanced command counter. In Japanese version it doesn't, so like the route is a little bit different.
I never actually figured out all the advanced commands for this game either. Like, I don't know anyone for like Fire Bros Advanced, I don't know like Thunder Bros Advanced, Cyclone, anything like that. I just know like the first 4.
Yeah, me neither. Like, 10 years ago I knew it, but not anymore.
I just didn't know it, period, I think. Alright, so right here we're gonna get into a few more encounters on purpose. This is for Splash Bros. In addition to just getting enough coins for Soul Star. This will just round it out. This guy right here is giving us. It's a little bit longer because it has a few enemies in it, but it'll give us 8 coins. The encounters with 3 minutes in it will give us 6 coins, etc., etc.
Ooh, and we got a nice mushroom drop.
So if you actually get a lucky hit with, I guess in that fight Luigi on that cannon, you actually save like 5 seconds because Mario doesn't have to go. Or a few seconds rather.
Yeah, lucky hits are pretty lucky.
Lucky hits are a portion of the stash upgrade, or portion of the stash, I guess power? I'm not sure what to call it. Whenever you upgrade, whenever you level up, essentially.
Okay. Yeah, so I have 101 coins, so I can just go ahead and get the fight. Otherwise, you'd have to get some coins of shame.
I know where those are. They're slow and bad. You don't want them. But yeah, now we have enough coins. We're gonna fight Soul Star here. Our strategy is just use as many Splash Bros and Bounce Bros as we can. You don't need Bounce Bros Advanced or anything, so it doesn't really matter how much we use, but we just want to do a lot of damage to Soul Star here. That's all it's for. Because the regular jump, I think, does like 2 or 3 damage to Soul Star right now. Not just 2 damage, actually.
Yeah, it does too. We want to avoid getting Luigi's advanced command since we don't need it and just waste time.
Yep. Now during this fight in particular, it just loses just a little bit of time if he goes yak before he throws like a little spike ball at you. It wastes a little time if he does that, but it's completely random. So
yeah,
if he
it's
does that, you
unfortunate.
can't do anything about it. I mean, as he's gonna throw 2 spike balls at us. If the second spike ball he throws, he goes nectaring, it loses like 2 seconds, I think. It takes a little bit of time before he throws it. There's just a little bit of luck during the fight, but it's not like too bad. And then we have one last hit with Luigi on jump, and that's done.
Oh no! Alright. Our level ups, our second level ups, both got 1s.
Oh. So we got 1, 2, and 1, 1. Okay.
Yeah. We need either a 3 or a 2 on the next level up to not lose some time.
So yeah, now Bowser's gonna be thrown
no.
across the cliff, and now we're gonna do something called spike jump. Did you get it?
No, I missed it, but I went back and did it, so it's all good.
Yo, the run, let's go. That's just a small trick. It saves like a second or 2. But you're supposed to like high jump up that cliff or spin jump over it. But you can just barely make it over the jump, but it's pretty tight.
Yeah, that's. I believe the any % runner Bubbles, who quit running this game long before I started, he created that. So, but shoutouts to Bubbles.
Shoutouts to him, dude. I remember watching him like back when he was running this game, and he just randomly disappeared out of nowhere after like stopping rank hits.
Yeah, I think he got really busy with school though, so.
Makes sense. You have to go down here and watch this cutscene of Fawful. He's gonna block the road to where you can continue. And then I have to go through the whole mountain to get hammers. Or rather, you have to go get hammers to break this block over here.
Yeah.
I always thought this block he throws down here looks like just like an angry person with like a square chin or something. I think it's supposed to be like a bouncer with like his arms crossed and like angry face. But I can never tell with the sprites. It looks weird either way. Like, look at that thing.
Yeah, but to get past it, we need the hammers, and luckily there's some hammersmiths in this area. Also, talking to this random NPC right before the house.
You have to talk to him in order to repair the bridge, and then when we go in the house, after we get out of the house, the bridge will be repaired automatically. I don't know why you have to talk to him. Like, of all the queues in the game, that's how you just advance in the area, just talking to that random guy.
Yeah, when I was little and playing this game, I definitely quit playing for like a month because I couldn't figure out how to get past there.
I never figured out myself, and I played this game so much growing up. And of course now as well too, because I run the game. But you know,
Nice.
it's
Got
a
lucky.
way to work here.
Yeah, that enemy on the top left can sometimes attack you. But lucky.
You got lucky with his positioning.
Yeah.
What I do there is actually just unequip high jump and just jump up there regularly because it's more consistent that way instead of getting into the battle there. But it does lose like a second, I think. So now we're just making the ascent of Hoo Hoo Mountain. So during that last cutscene with the Hammer Bros there, they told us that they need a Hoo Hoo block in order to actually make the hammers to break that block down there to advance in the game. So that's actually at the very top of Hoo Hoo Mountain here. So that's why we're ascending Hoo Hoo Mountain to get. That's why we're saying Hoo Hoo Mountain. Period. There's this entire section we have all these puzzles which we're gonna take advantage of.
Yeah. One more encounter.
But you can make that jump?
Oh yeah, I recently learned that. It's pretty sweet.
That's awesome. That's smart too as well, that beanie there. Nice. I should do that from now on then as well too. Just go to that room and like hit that beanie, because it's so annoying. That beanie you got into encounter with, well if you don't hit him, and like just go over there and try to just get I don't know how to say it, extinguish that statue which is supposed to extinguish advance. If you just go over there regularly and do that, then
Ooh, nice, a 3.
sometimes you'll get into encounter with them. It's really annoying. It's really hard to dodge.
Yeah, a lot of the enemies they just suck. That 2 for Luigi, nice. But a lot of the enemies, especially later on in the game, they're so hard to dodge sometimes.
If you have water inside Mario here, like he's gonna have right here, if you get into the encounter, you lose the water immediately. So that's why you want to avoid encounters as much as you can.
Yeah, there's
Sorry,
actually recently a skip found by Solidified Gaming, and you can skip this whole area. It saves like over a minute.
Yep. But it's only useful for 8% and all bosses and stuff, because obviously you need to, that's a glitch what you have to do. Essentially what you do is clip up a surface you're not supposed to be able to like, you know, get up there on. It just allows you to hit this block for the hit right here, like way earlier.
Dude, that was a Shasta strat. Instead of spin jumping, I just jumped over to that mushroom.
Yo, let's go. My one contribution to this game, let's do this. But yeah, this gives you a mushroom there if you just jump over. You also land there with one broom. You also land there with one broom and still get the iron block, so it's totally fine. Alright, but now coming up, we are going into Kukuros, who's one of the bosses of this game as well. Before a fight, we have to do a minigame.
Gotta collect some souls.
Yep, get some souls, because he's a devil or something, I don't know. But it's all random where it spawns. You want it to spawn right in front of you. If it doesn't, then, well, tough luck, basically.
Yeah, I've never gotten the worst possible luck where everything spawns 2 spaces away from you. But I think even if you get that luck, it's still possible. Just you have like half a second left.
That was super good luck there too. That 9 seconds is actually really good there.
Yeah, 9 seconds is pretty good.
But yeah, that game is super tight. In the trailer for the gameplay trailer, I think, for Super Hero Saga DX, the remake for this game, or rather Super Hero Saga and Bowser Minions, they actually showed off this fight here, and it gives it 35 seconds instead of 30 seconds for that minigame there, which is much better, because even if you get the worst luck, you can probably still make it with that.
Yeah. I think the remake is coming out in October, so...
Yep.
That was
October
15th? Yeah, 15th.
No, 6th. Soccer 6th. The 15th, the 15th is Metro Samus Return.
Oh,
That's
okay,
what I
okay.
was confusing with. But yeah, anyways, for Heroes here, we need to get rid of the pillars, because he's got hiding them, essentially. But then, what comes into factor here is their power. This is what we talked about earlier, it's with your level ups. You don't have too much power here, You don't have just enough to where you're killing him in 4 turns, not to use a Luigi at all to finish him off.
Yeah, luckily I got a 3, so this is a fast fight.
Yep. So if he had less than 12 damage, if he did less than 12 damage here as Splash Bros, then you'd be killing him in 4 Splash Bros plus a Luigi turn. If you can get, I think you have up to like 10 damage to heroes on a few Splash Bros with the worst luck. So like you have to finish off heroes there with Bounce Bros, Luigi with the worst luck, which wastes a lot of time. In this case though, he got good luck with power, and he finished him off with, well, just 4 turns with only a Splash Bros, so that was good. If you have too much power though, you do 15 damage to your heroes, which he has 45 HP. That'll take 3 turns to finish him off, and you don't want that because at this point our Splash Bros is calculated to give us Splash Bros advance on the last turn of Dragon Ho-Ho, the boss of Hooga Mountain here. So you don't want that at all.
Yeah, sometimes it's happened to me a couple times, and I've definitely lost runs to that. So I finally made improv strats, and like the 1% chance it happens.
Yeah, I should like acknowledge the strats there too whenever it happens. Happened to me the other day in a good run.
Oh dang.
Yeah, it's fine though. It's okay.
1 cycle. It's not. That.
Wait, what?
No, I'm just kidding. But that tornado there, it's impossible to 1 cycle get in there in 1 trip. But it's so close. It's so tantalizingly close. I want it so bad.
I was gonna say, like, I didn't know you actually get that 1 trip, but I'm not crazy then.
I switched to high jump randomly.
So yeah, now we're just making our way up to Drago here. Drago is a pretty interesting boss. So you don't actually fight them in the run here because they're out of the way, but some enemies in this area have an enemy called Rex in them. Those enemies from Super Mario World where those purple dragon enemies in Super Mario World, you squish them whenever you jump on them, and they get like smaller and all that. Drago works basically the same way as them, where if you jump on top of Drago, he's gonna squish down eventually after enough damage. Therefore, his attacks become like a little more tricky to avoid, like at least casually, but obviously know how to do it in the speedrun.
Yeah, this boss fight is like routed out so heavily in the speedrun route. He has 80 HP, and you need to kill him on Mario's 4th attack to save time.
Yep, because whenever you upgrade the Splash with Advance, the animation will actually it'll play along with the animation of Drago dying, which is pretty cool. So you'll see it here most likely, as long as you're not doing too much damage, I guess.
No, this should be good.
Yep, that's good then. If Luigi's doing 8 damage, that'd be a little concerning, but I think it'd be okay. I've had Luigi actually have perfect power up to this point before. He does like 10 damage with Bounce Bros. It's ridiculous. I think what you're doing as well is like did you purposely fail that Bounce Bros?
Yeah.
Alright, that's what I thought. So he's doing that on purpose because you want to get Bounce Bros advanced and then you point in the run. After he gets well, essentially after he gets any of the Hammer Bros moves, you're not going to be using Splash Bros or Bounce Bros at all for the rest of the game. You're just be using them.
Yeah, the Hammer Bros moves are so good.
They're pretty overpowered, and like, yeah, it's pretty just that. Just pretty overpowered. They do a lot of damage, and they're pretty simple to execute too. So you just want to use them.
Yeah, but at this point, the reason we need 27 power is not really because of that boss fight. You can make do usually with what you have, but the next boss fight, 27 power is needed to have a regular cycle.
Yeah, Queen Bean is scary in that sense. Because you can have more turns if you don't have enough power for her. But the cool thing is that we don't do the fights like most people do casually. Or like, I think like a majority of people do casually.
Also,
we'll see when we get there, but yeah.
Prince Peasley and Luigi's first meeting.
Oh. Get that raise B. Alright. So now we're gonna go back to the Hammer Bros and just get a hammer.
Yeah, luckily this fell inside their chimney because we didn't bring one down from the mountain.
Yeah. we didn't do that. We didn't help at all. We kind of forgot our mission, I guess. So, I'm glad by coincidence this fell off the mountain. Just happened to go inside their chimney.
Yeah, now that we have hammers, we can. This is the first action command that you can use in front. But the front action commands are usually our solo moves, and then the ones in the back involve both of the bros.
So now we break that block, and we're gonna get a nut right here. That'll be useful for later for healing. The nut will heal both bros for a certain amount of HP. It's a very good item in the game. And that's what we're using a lot for healing as well too, because we don't want to use our mushrooms, since we need like a lot of mushrooms for much badge later.
Yeah, you really don't want to use mushrooms. There's some instances where it's fine because you get so many, but you definitely want to keep your mushroom number up.
Alright, now we got the infamous minecart minigame, everyone.
Oh, baby.
Now will today be the day that Murmilio fills the minecart minigame. Also of note really quickly, that green dog that's next to that old man there, he's not there at the very end of the minigame. I wonder what happened to that green dog.
He's got to watch the shop in the beginning, I think.
According to Twitter.com, today is hashtag National Dog Day.
Ooh boy, good timing.
Yeah, I missed that green dog. But yeah, the minecart minigame is really simple. There's 2 thwomps that'll take away 3 gems whenever you hit them, and there are 50 gems total to collect. You need 10 by the very ends.
First thwomp coming up.
Oh, intense. Let's go. Hold on.
Nice. Got past it.
Nice. All right, so you just won the mini game.
I could still miss. I could still miss like 5 gems.
Oh, you're right. It's intense in that case. I'm holding my breath right now. Yeah, it's actually a cool minigame in concept at least. And on layer levels, if you go back here and do the minigame again, it gets a little harder, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, there's different levels. I think like 1 through 4 or something like that. And every obstacle course changes.
I never knew that since growing up you just advance the game this way. I thought you can just do it once and that's literally it. But it just changes just like board jump does early on in the game.
Yeah, funny story. When I was little playing this game, I couldn't get past the minecarts for like a year.
Really?
Yeah, but it's fine now because I'm good at the game.
So you stopped playing for a month back in Huru Village because you couldn't advance the game, and then you stopped for a year at the minecarts?
Yeah, somehow
Dang. Everything
worked out where I like playing this game now, but young Murmilio did not like this game at all.
Apparently. You had like the longest playthrough of all time then, I swear. Okay, now we have the hammer and battle tutorial here with the Hammer Bros. This tutorial is a little tricky to skip after we get to it, because it just stops so quickly. If you say yes next, then you have to do the whole tutorial again.
Yeah, funny enough, if you reject them in the beginning, they won't let you leave. So you just have to take the tutorial.
It's a little unfortunate, but you just gotta do it. Alright, now there's a lot of Sharpies we have to avoid. Those are those little turtle-like enemies. You'll see them a lot in the Beaming Castle outskirts, essentially. That's where we are right now. We're just gonna go to Beaming Castle Town, which we'll hit in seconds. And we'll see this disaster unfold.
Somebody attacked the town.
Everyone's dead! I missed them. So yeah, obviously Castle Town's attacked. We're here, we're heroes, we gotta save the town. We'll go over to the Beaming Castle just like we were told to do. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, but these guards actually won't let us in. This is a really funny cutscene.
I love this cutscene. What? You're the famous Mario? What? And you're legendary Luigi? Luigi who? I have no idea.
You can't be certain. Just not everyone in red and green can be Mario and Luigi.
Exactly.
But luckily, since Luigi and Prince Peasley are such good friends, they let us in.
Yep, we have Prince Peasley's rose, so that's just enough to convince them that we're Mario and Luigi, and that we're friends with the Prince's Castle and all that, so now we can just go in. And we see a lonely, dying servant. And now we see another character in the game, Lady Lima. But she seems a little off. I'm not sure what it is, but she seems a little off. Oh, there we go. Dropped us in the pits.
Wow.
That's probably it.
She's kind of mean.
What a meanie. I don't like her.
No, but she says we have to fix their plumbing since we are plumbers before we want to go any further, so... At least we're doing something we're good at.
Or, I guess we're good at it. So we never see Mars should do plumbing except for Luigi right now, in any game. So I guess we never know if they're even good at plumbing in the first place, but at least they're putting giant corks into water spouts, so that's cool.
Yeah, the first two enemies, they're pretty hard to avoid, but I got lucky and they were out of the way.
Yeah, that was good. In this area, there's a bunch of enemies that are hard to avoid, and well, it's just two of them. There's superflies there that move very quickly and erratically, and also those little, I forget what they're called actually.
I think
like
these ones are just
sharkies.
regular spinies.
Okay.
Oh boy, that enemy scared me.
Oh yeah, he does that sometimes. Usually that superfly is not a problem, but sometimes he'll be like at the very bottom of that room just for no reason. I think for this time it wasn't too big a deal, but yeah.
Cool little time save right there. If you hammer the cork on the right, the camera doesn't have to scroll this far during the cutscene.
Now I just get 2 mushrooms here because it's just free. Like I said earlier, we need a lot of mushrooms, just as many as we can. So any ones that are not like out of the way at all are just very good to get.
Alright, I gotta bait this guy out. Nice. Yeah. So just one more enemy to get past.
Really annoying.
Oh, very nice to me though. That was a really good sewer section.
Oh, sweet, nice. So yeah, that's the entire sewers. Now you're gonna go up and fight Queen Bean herself, which you'll see why. You know she's supposed to be your ally and all that. Oh, and who's this though? This isn't Lady Lima. Can't be. She was a nice lady up there, trapped in the sewers, and forced us to fix her plug.
Oh no, it was Cacletta the whole time.
Gasp.
No, but funny enough, they're trying to steal the Bean Star, and the whole thing protecting the Bean Star is broken plumbing.
Apparently.
Like, I think there's one NPC. Oops, talk to that guy. There's one NPC in the town that says he really likes the area, but too bad there's no toilets.
I forgot about that. That guy's legendary. But yeah, this is what we need Splashers Advanced for. That's what we worked up. This is why I worked up for the last 45 minutes of the game. What reason Splashers Advanced for is we're gonna go through your crowd and just do damage that way.
Yeah.
With Splashers Advanced, you negate all spike damage when you hit them. So in this case, the crown is a spike, so you can't normally jump. Normally to defeat her is to hit her both her arms, and they'll eventually become like all flimsy and flats, and then the crown fall off, and they can hit her. But thankfully, Splash Advance just like takes it all out, and we just kill her in 4 turns instead.
Yeah, she's 120 HP, so anything less than 30 damage, you have to take an extra turn. And I haven't done it before, but I think it is possible with the route to kill her in 3 turns, but I think Luigi needs some lucky hits on his hammers.
Yeah, I think so too. Because I know for sure you want him to have damage. If you have perfect power on Mario, he'll be short just a little bit, but I think with lucky hits that might take her out. For attacks, for sure that would kill her though.
Yeah.
I think you do it with 36 power for 36 damage with perfect power in Mario. I think that's what it is.
Cool, and Mario got another 2, which is really good. So we have pretty good power for this point in the game. Funny thing happened to me when I was practicing for the marathon. My last no reset run, Mario gained 26 levels and got 1s on 25 of the levels.
Oh, oh my god.
It was
I'm so sorry.
It was the worst luck I've ever seen running this game.
I'm so sorry that happened to you.
But
I never.
now we gotta go
That's
save the queen.
That's like beyond horrible luck. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I like to think that the very beginning before Huhurus, it's about a 50-50 whether or not you have good enough power. But there's definitely some points when you're running this game where you can spend like 2 whole days not getting past that area.
So yeah, by the way, we have the badge troll here. Lamar gets a free beam badge, which increases power in his BP. And
Oh, sorry, Luigi.
Luigi gets nothing. So yeah, what we're gonna do now is go buy a badge for Luigi, essentially. So he has the power to take out some more enemies coming up.
I don't know, but this might be the first game where Luigi starts being the butt of a lot of jokes.
I think it is, and he is a huge butt of many jokes. In the first place, in his whole adventure, all he was doing is trying to see Mario off on his own adventure.
Oh yeah.
At the very beginning of the game, but Bowser mistakes him for one of his minions, and it just forces on him on top of his airship. And that's how he got on his adventure in the first place. Now, he's just around Mario, because he doesn't really know what to do in this foreign land he doesn't know nothing about, and Mario's brave enough to explore it and help them out.
Yeah, got the number 4 pipe right there. That pipe's gonna be used a lot.
It's the most useful one in the run, I'd say. All these pipes are just useful for just random transportation. That part of being, by the way, where he's over that cliff, sometimes he'll like go above the cliff and then get into the encounter. It's pretty annoying.
I got nice positioning on all the enemies though, so.
Oh yeah, that part of being as well, once you get on top of that cliff there, can sometimes hit you too. But now right here, we're in Chateau de Chucklehook. Lay Lama gave us a Beam Brooch, which gains us access to this area, which you couldn't access before. After we defeat Queen Bee, of course, and we're back to normal. Or, no, she's still not normal. Never mind. That's why we're here in the first place. We're here in we're going to Chocolate Woods after this to get to the Chocolate Cola, which will turn Queen Bee back to normal from her state that she turned into.
Yeah, and who was that guy that just popped out of the barrels with me?
Whoa, where you come from? I love the part though, because like you can spam start there to continuously switch, and then at some point Papa's just gonna appear behind you, and just like you just have like the cancel noise there.
This guy is actually one of my favorite enemies. One of my favorite people in this whole game. This guy's named Rookie.
Who's this other guy? I've never seen him before. That's really weird. He looks familiar though. I don't even know.
It's on the tip of my tongue, but I just don't know who this guy is.
Yeah, same. That's so weird. Oh well, I guess we'll figure out who he is later. But yeah, essentially for his fights, we need to do enough damage to Rookie here to take him out.
Yeah, we can kill him in 3 turns.
Popple at all. We don't have to take out Popple at all, thankfully. If we take out Rookie, then the fight's over. He'll just run away. Same goes with every other Popple fight in the game too. You'll see it multiple times.
Alright, I think this should kill on Luigi's turn.
Oh, I see what you did there. That's smart. I like it.
Nice.
So, if you don't have enough power to Rookie there, or to do enough damage to Rookie there, then you should skip a turn where he gets a flame attack and it takes a little longer to take him out. Or rather, he gets a flame attack and gets an extra turn when he does that.
Yeah, a little change in pace right here. On this level up, I'm giving Mario HP. There's another boss that later in the run that's kind of hard to dodge. And depending on how the fight goes, you want to get hit on purpose, so this just helps Mario survive.
Alright, so yeah, after you defeat them, just run away, and you'll see him later. That's not the first time we'll see Popple. Popple will appear throughout the run. He's a super awesome character, though. He's supposed to be a thief, but he just fails at being a thief a lot of the time.
He gets really close sometimes.
Yep. But we just catch him in the last seconds and just can not escape us.
Yeah, but this is the Bros Hammer tutorial. So this is gonna unlock Luigi Mole and Mini Mario, and then also some new attacks in battle.
And they're the most overpowered attacks in the entire game. Mario gets Chopper Bros, which is a move that scales to how fast you can mash it. It'll overall do more damage the faster you can mash, essentially. And really here you can mash really fast, so yeah.
And then Luigi gets Knockback Bros, which its advanced command's actually just an infinite. So you can just destroy enemies in one turn with that.
Super duper good. Though it takes forever to actually get both Chopper Advance and Knockback Advance, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately in my route I don't end up getting it anymore, so just gotta stick to Chopper Bros.
But Knockback Bros is still very good, useful to use. Does more damage than Bounce Bros does. And you have to worry about like spike damage or anything, or spiked enemies rather.
Yeah, the reason why Knockback does so much damage is for some reason it's like scaled using Mario's power instead of Luigi's.
That's really weird.
Yeah, it's
I can do that, but it's still really weird.
Yeah, it's super weird. There's like a couple things like that in this game, like the Bros Rock, which is a badge we get later on. If you equip it to Luigi, it does nothing, but if you equip it to Mario, it like powers up both of them.
Of course, Mario gets the benefits of having more Bros to the Bros Rock, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still super weird. Know that there's something called Pestilence Jump? That Pestilence gonna fall from a tree and go right in the middle of both Mario and Luigi there. And we can just try and jump over the Pestilence with Luigi after we hit the rock there, Mario. It skips the encounter is all it does. Saves a little bit of time. And money too, because if you run away from an encounter in this game, you lose a lot of money.
Yeah, you really don't want to. Oops, you don't want to run away from encounters. Usually, like running away from one or two is like fine, but anything, I got like an invisible wall right there. But anything more, like your coin count will be a little too low. Yeah, we need to keep your items and coins up until you get past Fungi Town.
So now we're gonna do the Action Man glitch with the barrel over here. I'm just kidding. But this room here is where 8% diverges from this route here, essentially. Because we use...
I just did barrel storage because you told me.
Oh crap! No, don't!
Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see. It's okay. I can't believe I just did that. Alright.
Had any percent on the brain right there.
I'm sorry for just saying that then. But yeah, what it did there is basically a glitch. But he canceled the glitch, so it's fine. There's no effect of it anymore.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't see any glitch.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's my bad. No glitches here in this glitchless speedrun.
Yeah, so these enemies are... There's a few enemies in this area that are pretty hard to dodge. I think they're called Chuck guys. The shy guys with spears. Their spears go really far and they're really fast. So there's one area where you're in a tight corridor with them, and it's really hard to avoid them.
Yeah, that's when we get the surgical over here, the purple one. That's the area that really usually kills my runs because it's just really hard to avoid them there.
Yeah, it's really hard to get out of this area without encounters. You gotta get pretty lucky sometimes.
I think I'll just like go to the record and say that this area is probably the first hard area of the game. So cause this, before this you can like lose time on certain things, like if you have not enough power, for instance, on certain bosses. But like at this point, this part's like all your execution and like having to judge like what enemy's gonna do and like try to avoid them as well too when they do this. Like judging like by the movements and like how they're gonna throw stuff out. I guess. I don't know if that made sense, but yeah, it's just more execution in this area than like previous areas.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. This is like the first area where you have to be really cautious about those enemies. But yeah, we're on a quest to get the 3 Chucklehuck fruits.
we need to get them to get past the one guy I talked to earlier, that giant tree.
Yeah, in all bosses we can actually skip right past that guy, and there's some pretty funny visual effects when you do it.
So the first circle for the white ones is on the right there. The other two are on the left over here. Now through this area we actually get 5 choco beans for free. We also got 1 more as well on the way over to the white one on the right side. But this is just essential to get past part. It's just a tutorial for to get the beans. It's very quick and like easy tutorial to use, which is nice. I like tutorials like that. They're beneficial to you and also like aren't really annoying to get past. It's super good. And that's one of them there.
Yeah, I agree. This game has a lot of tutorials. Hopefully they make everything a little easier, like being able to skip tutorials and such in the remake.
Judging from the recent games, they probably won't though, unfortunately, because especially Dream Team had just tutorials galore. But we'll get into that after his boss fight here. This is Wiggler. He has 4 parts of his body, and we need to hit them in particular. And makes them go yellow instead of red. I have a faster strategy for this fight where you do 2 counterattacks on him, essentially.
Yeah,
and
that one
actually...
it's pretty hard for me though, so I don't usually get it.
Yeah, it's really hard. I don't blame you. But yeah, he does 9 damage per hit. This is why Murmilio upgraded HP earlier, so that whenever bro he goes for it at the end, which is completely random.
I missed the action command.
Oh no. Ah, that's the worst too. If you miss on Wiggler, it loses a lot of time, because you have to do that whole part over again. Thankfully it has enough HP for it. So it should be fine, but it's still hard.
Yeah, Wiggler separated which bros he was attacking, so everything turned out fine.
Alright, I'll be quiet for this.
Easy peasy.
Nice.
Oh shoot, I probably should have mashed. To show everyone the power of Chopper Bros.
Yeah, you'll see it during later at least, the boss of this area.
Yeah, putting a HP on Luigi for this level up as well, so he can actually survive 2 hits from Chuckolator.
And yeah, HW, there's we have calculator going. It's useful for getting a certain item called the green wallets, which gives us double the points per battle we do. It's useful for routing as well. You'll see it later. We use the choco beans we got during this tutorial here, like in Choco Woods, and we have some. We also have some other choco beans to get later that'll be useful for that.
All right, that corridor is like the worst corridor in this area. The Chuck guys are so close to you, so I took it really slow, but I got past without encounters.
Sweet. Yeah, you have to go past them again, unfortunately. I wish it wasn't the case, but it's faster to do so. Those Chuck guys are really, really annoying because they throw spears at you so quickly, and you have to kind of judge whether or not you can get past them. It takes some game knowledge to like it to do that part successfully, I guess. But still very, very tricky either way. There's also a lot of mushrooms and stuff in this cave here, so we're just getting all of them really quick on our way in and out. Well, all except one, but I don't.
Awesome! I got past the woods without encounters.
Sweet. It's quite a feat too. There's also one Chuck guy, underrated, but after those 2 Chuck guys there, on the way back to this tree over here, there's that one Chuck guy at the very bottom of, like after you jump up the stairs there. That guy sometimes just clip you as well too, if you're not careful.
No, yeah, that one you have to get pretty unlucky though with positioning for him to be able to see you.
Oh yeah. So now we have this guy over here. His name is Bubbles. He created the Chocola. He's according to him, he spent over 100 years telling it jokes so that it ferments correctly.
Oh yeah, the way the soda gets like its flavor and fizz is that it has to laugh, so he just keeps telling him all these jokes.
all these quote-unquote jokes.
I mean, he's pretty hilarious.
Granola cola. That's all I'm gonna say. Funnily enough, during the fight as well, he's gonna heal Chocolair at some points. And when he does that, he tells a random joke. I think out of 4, I think it sounds. So I'll see which one we get this time. Never happens. But yeah, the Cola comes alive. And that's gonna fight us. Using a sword made out of himself. And a shield made out of the barrel he busted out of. And yeah, that's Power Chopper Bros right there.
Wasn't able to break the shield in one hit.
Dang.
But luckily Mario has a pretty good power, so we should still be able to kill him decently fast.
So yeah, that's how fast really can mash there, by the way. The faster you mash with Chopper Bros, the more damage you do, like I said. Eventually, once we get Mush Badge, our base power will be a lot more, so we'll do more power per hit after it maxes out, after certain points.
Yeah,
it's super good.
I don't really like this boss fight because there's I think it's frame tight, but if he's up close to Mario and shoots his soda gun, it's actually, I believe, a frame perfect dodge.
I think so too. For Luigi, it's like less framing, which is nice, but I've never actually managed to dodge dodge attack when he does it against Mario. Like, I've done many runs in this game, and like that still eluded me.
And here it is. No,
oh boy.
I was a little too late. Rip Mario. Yeah, so you can just use up all the items. It's not too bad as long as you don't go overboard with dying. Oh, and here it comes.
Oh, I want to see which one it is.
Do drawers wear drawers?
Ah. Can I get a lol in chat for that joke, everyone? Never mind. But yeah, he has like 4 jokes he tells there. My favorite is, do bats play baseball?
Ooh, nice. 2s.
That's a lot of lols, oh my god.
Oh boy. Yeah, the lols are coming out. Alright.
Oh,
so
I got 1 thing. That's the worst, when it counts down from like 3, then 2, and just get a 1 after that.
There was one roulette one time when I was playing, and there was actually 5 2s in a row, then a 1.
Ah, that's the worst too. I think I had that before as well.
It teases you so much. But yeah, this is the first of a couple Luigi solo missions. Yeah, if you get into an encounter in this area, you can just run away. Running away when you... Oh, no. I got an off-screen encounter.
Oh, that's the worst. That rock there in the foreground, like, we'll just cover up that truck guy there. And that happens, but you can't do anything about it.
Yeah, but it's fine to run away when you only have 1 bro alive or 1 bro in your party. Just because you end up only losing like a couple coins, probably around 5 max.
Personally, whenever I get into an encounter in this area, I always use those 2 coin blocks at the end of the room there where the barrel is with Mario inside of it. There's 2 coin blocks there. I always get 1 of them or 2 of them depending on how many encounters I get.
Yeah.
Just so I'm back on track with my own coins.
Yeah, I would do that too if I lose a lot, but that was like my first encounter and I only lost 5 coins, so it's pretty alright for now.
Yeah, it's all good. But yeah, Mario actually lands inside the barrel with the truckful cola inside of it, so now he has a cola inside of him, and now he's gonna spray that inside Queen Bean. Just barf! I love that. What Queen Bean had that turned her into that monster there was something called a belly black worm, or belly bletch worm. I don't know what it is. But yeah, that turns her into that giant monster. But now she's fine. She's back to normal.
Yeah, so this is the reason Cackletta wanted to steal Princess Peach's voice to awaken the Beanstar.
It needs the voice of someone with a pure heart, apparently. Something like that.
I think something like that, because like it might be like a pure heart of a princess or something. I'm not sure, because like I think if he needed just a pure heart, he could have technically just taken Mario's voice too.
That's true. I don't remember exactly, but it's something close to that at least.
And Prince Peasley, he decides to help us out by going ahead to the university.
Yeah, we gotta go to Woohoo University now. I actually forget the reason why. I'm trying to think of it myself. But in the meantime, we're gonna do something that's is usually optional in the game, but for us in this experience, it's a lot faster. We're gonna get the Bros Rock and a badge that actually increases the power of Mario and Luigi. You know, it advertises it as increased power of only Mario, but it does both. So we gotta get 10
it's really good.
all throughout. Yeah, we gotta get 10 beastars all throughout the castle town here. There's 5 in each part on both sides of the castle town, essentially. So that's why we're doing this. They're actually pretty precise where I have to dig up, but thankfully locations are always the same. They're not too bad.
Yeah, sometimes.
Along the way, there's also his house here. It gives us a mushroom and a syrup as well too, which is good.
Yeah, sometimes I can like be stuck looking for a beanstone for like almost a minute maybe. Cause like I swear it's pixel perfect.
Yeah, it's really dumb sometimes. At one point recently when I was DRSing this game, like a week ago, I did this part the intended way, essentially. So like, I brought out Mini Mario and just searched for it.
Oh, nice.
And like, eventually I found like the right spots, but yeah, it was really bad.
Oops.
Now we have a lot of matching here for his dialogue, so we're just gonna do that as fast as we can. I didn't run this yesterday, and for whatever reason, during this part right here, where it turns black when you get the Bros Rock, for some reason, I matched too quickly there, and like the whole screen turned black, like even after the cutscene, and like it didn't stop until I paused the game again to equip the Bros Rock.
Yeah, that's really weird.
I have no idea why that happens. I need to actually highlight it while I'm here.
Maybe
yeah.
Maybe we're like one step closer to credits warp.
One day we get there. Alright, so we got there right now is called Bean Fruits. That's actually useful for way later in the game. We need 7 Bean Fruits for the Yoshi Theater to get another piece of the Beanstar later. Spoilers, by the way. But yeah.
Yeah, you can pick them up now. You don't have to like activate them later on, so just whenever one's on the way, we pick it up.
Thankfully, we don't have to worry about that. Or thankfully, we don't have to like get it later. I mean, but yeah. Now we're here at Woohoo University, and this area actually has some of the hardest encounters to avoid in the run. In particular, there's the laser snippets which will copy your movements sometimes, going vertically or horizontally, depending on like what you're feeling that day. There's also the viruses, which are the viruses from Dr. Mario. They will lunge at you very quickly from across the screen, and if they hit you, it's a first strike for them. So if you get encountered them, usually Luigi, it's usually Luigi who like goes down.
Yeah, rip Luigi.
And like when they go down from a first strike, you can't do anything until they get hurt or the turn's over, or it's their turn. I mean.
Yeah, I'm gonna take one intended encounter with one of the viruses that want to attack me. But there's so many viruses in the area that I can just wait till one decides to lock onto me.
Why do you get one encounter with them on purpose?
I've been through a couple of runs where I don't get into any encounters, and it's like in my opinion, I think it's actually better because you get 2 extra level ups, or you get an extra level up, and it kinda guarantees a 2-turn Mom Piranha and Trunkle fight, so.
Oh, sweet. Fair enough then. Usually, it's really hard to not encounter this area in the first place, but that makes sense to me. You do that for the red virus on the stairs, right? It's like after his first part here for the lights. Is that correct?
This one, like that I'm coming up to right now.
Oh no, I meant like after you open that one door, steel door.
Oh no. That virus, I end up just waiting for it to be on the top so I can just get past it.
Oh, okay. I figured it was that one because you passed him 3 times. But I don't know. You're the right here after all.
Funny thing about this mini game, if you don't switch Mario to jump, he'll stay on hammer action command, and you won't be able to win. So you just waste 25 seconds.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that happens to me in one of my PBs, I think. It was really funny. I just had to,
actually.
Yeah, I just had to sit there.
That's unfortunate. This big is luck. You want the fast boss to come out, but sometimes the slow boss come out, and you can't do anything about that. It's all timing too.
Yeah, I think if you actually miss one of the blocks, it actually changes which blocks come out. So, because I've definitely had runs where I don't miss any blocks in the minigame, and it ends up being slower than if I miss like 4.
Yeah, all I did was just open up that one gate down there so you can go above the structure of this area and just get this barrel here so you can hit that switch right over here, which will send the lights that we unlocked in that one room down to where that one steel door was at the very beginning of this area. And I'll open it. What we're doing essentially throughout the entirety of Woohoo University here is send that lights to one room in particular, which will unlock it. That's where the boss is.
Yeah, this is the virus that I get into an encounter with normally. Viruses are pretty easy to beat just because their mechanic is if you match 3 of them, they all just die. So.
Just like Dr. Mario.
Yeah, it's crazy. I wonder where they got the inspiration from. Yeah, but a lot of this area for avoiding encounters, it's just like noticing where the enemies are and knowing their patterns and what option they can take for movement.
Also of note, I forgot to say this earlier, but the yellow virus for some reason moves very, very quickly, like twice as fast as the other ones, but when they start jumping, they move like really, really slow for a reason.
Yeah, so yeah, because of that, yellow viruses aren't really too much of a problem. Because the way that the viruses get you is when they lunge at you. They're super fast.
So yeah, it's gotta be a maze right here. That's all it is. It's pretty simple. I don't know why they actually like have those other areas or those blocks like for itself. What I'll really do is just go through like 2 of them like right here. But yeah, it's just easy to get out that way. So I noticed, do this part first instead of move the block over, I think. Unless I missed it.
Which one?
Yeah, you did. Okay, sweet. So I noticed right there, you actually hit that. I usually just go for that switch first, and then I go back and just do that part with the maze. I just noticed you did that part first, when usually I don't do that first.
Yeah. That whole time I was re-entering the room to try and get the guy into a better position. You can normally just make it across by like doing a sick jump over the enemy, but just wanted to play it safe. Yeah, I think a while back I saw someone talk about how we got here so early at an early level, but and then someone said in glitch percent you can get here even faster, but the 80% route skips a whole lot of the game.
Oh, I'll be right back.
Alright, that's fine.
Sorry.
Alright, time for some sick solo commentary. But, playing some Donkey Kong right now. You can actually get up those barrels pretty fast, but I always just do that because it's the same.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, someone's ringing my doorbell for some reason.
Who?
I don't know who. When I went up there, they're just kind of gone, so I guess I'll see them later.
Rip.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, we saved Luigi. So now we can continue. And luckily, Luigi was smart enough to get into that barrel and break the block for us, so we can go further in the area.
Luigi, Mario.
I just love that they hung it out right there. It shows that they really care about each other, especially since, like, Luigi, of course, I said this earlier, but Luigi's not even supposed to be in this adventure in the first place. He just kind of got dragged along, so...
Yeah, it turns
So
out
good.
Luigi's like the bravest of everyone.
Seems like it. You'll see why later, of course, but yeah. There's the first of these mini games right here. Or I guess the mini games, but it's really annoying whenever you have to like use your water and just like shoot water at one of those mechanical enemies to light up a pipe. There's a few of them in the game.
Yeah,
Later on,
they're
they
super
become
bad.
luck. They become luck later, and it's awful.
It's not
But
luck,
yeah.
you just have to have like the hardest of reads.
Yeah, you're right.
That was a pretty good university segment.
Yeah, it was.
I like how I have like areas where I mentally check my time, but I'm doing it like through muscle memory because I don't have a timer up.
So yeah, one mushroom right here, and then
I was gonna heal up.
Oh
I
yeah,
can-
good idea too.
Yeah, I was at 1 HP.
I personally also give Mario like all the up BP he can just to get bad luck here and mess up. So we're gonna face off against Cacklea here, the final boss of the game. I'm coming up soon, dang. But yeah, we're facing off Cacklea. It's the first time I'm gonna face her, and essentially this fight has some really like horrible luck to it.
Yeah, this
There's
is like
one-
probably top 3 annoying fights in this game.
Yeah, I'd say it's most annoying to me at least, but I don't know. I always just like lose a lot of time here. But essentially, we have a 50% chance of her doing 2 attacks. She does a lightning attack, which is she'll shoot lightning at both the bros.
Oh, here
Or
it
she'll do
is.
attack, and shoot this attack here, which splits into 3. And this is hard. And the visual cue for this is really hard to tell what
Nice.
it is.
First try.
Thankfully, this time is the middle. It's actually easier to tell on stream, I found, than like off stream.
Alright, I'm going middle again. Oh, rip.
Yeah, it's the top one this time. So like for I don't know why, but like on stream, I think it's like, yeah, I just don't know why really, but like when you stream the game, it's easier to tell which one it is. And I'm noticing now just watching, like the circle's a little bigger, but like when I look at my own personal TV, just like trying to figure out which of Cacklea it is here, it's super hard to tell which one's actually correct. But however, if you wait a turn here and she does her lightning attack, the one that has 2 arms that opens up is the correct one.
More
And
clones.
then you get a free hurt with the.
Alright, I think it was bottom. I hope it was bottom. Rip.
Yeah, it's middle.
God, it's so hard for me to tell.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard to tell when you play the game itself, cause like I said, it's really easy to tell on stream, because the one looks clearly bigger on stream, but on your own TV or on your own monitor, it's just really hard to tell.
Alright, I think it's middle again.
If you want to, you can wait for me to tell you.
No way, I got the hard read Shasta, it's all good.
Nice, let's go. Yeah, whichever one it is completely random, and
Oh, more clones. Alright,
also the
middle
the
again.
vision. Just so everyone knows, I didn't say it before, but the vision cue is a circle that's larger when she appears. But it's super hard to tell because it pulses a ton. it's really distracting when she first splits up.
Alright, hopefully she dies on this attack. No,
Yeah,
little HP left.
Dang.
Now, if you can kill her on Luigi's turn, you won't have to see her do 2 of these attacks, which is pretty slow.
Yeah, once she gets into that last phase there, she's not gonna do anything else but the whole attack, thankfully. So you have to worry about the Cackletta 3-piece there, you don't have to worry about that.
Nice. And this is like, I think this is the most level ups you get in the fight. You get 6 level ups here.
Yep, you get 3 per bro right here. It gives you a lot of power, which is nice. So yeah, we're gonna be here for about minutes. Just leveling up. It's super cool.
Nice, getting 2s on both of them.
That's good. Now after this area, we're actually not done with Woohoo yet. We still have a little area after this that we have to go into after Cackletta is defeated here.
Yeah, we beat the final boss. All that's left is to get the Beanstar and go home.
Exactly. So we're gonna go do that. So like she's all there on the ground. Fawful's gonna absorb her really quick with his headgear.
Yeah, he just like turns her to mashed potatoes and sucks her up.
It's so good.
Oh, dude, thank the Lord that our hero is here.
Yo, it's Prince Peasley. He defeated evil. It was all him. Let's go. So there goes Fawful, getting stabbed multiple times in the bottom of the legs.
Yeah, luckily he didn't come earlier, or else he would have had to fight Cackletta. Save us some trouble. You know, I never thought of this. Oh, I guess this is cement on the ground, but I always wondered why there was snow in the basement.
Oh, whoops. There we go. I typed the wrong emote for a second. You just got super nuts, so the appropriate emote's right there.
Ooh, gotta get the super nut emotes.
Yes.
Yeah, if you can't see some of the emotes, it's because you should get Fraker Phase Z.
By the way, some of these enemies in this area are pretty hard to avoid. Especially that yellow enemy, or the yellow virus, I mean. Once you get down to, once you get that super strip there.
Oh
now,
no,
it's
a little too late.
Yeah, this very last Mecha Koopa, or whatever it's called, this mouse thing, it's a little bit hard to get, because he speeds up randomly.
Alright.
So you have a hard read to, like Kimberly said earlier.
Got it on the second cycle, which isn't bad.
And also, if you fail that 4 times, you have to redo the whole thing again. Which loses a lot of time, because you have to do that all from the beginning.
Alright. The boys are making a comeback right now.
The boys are back in town, everyone.
This is actually my favorite fight in the whole game.
Why is that?
Because they have combos now.
Oh yeah, that's right. They have their own bros move.
Yeah, it's really, really funny. They actually have 2, but I think you'll only see 1 during this fight. Yeah, but when Rookie gets low on HP...
Rookie's expression before a fight when they start moving the Beanstar is the best too. I love it.
Oops! The double input. Oh, maybe we will see 2 bros attacks then.
Oh no. This is also why you don't want to attack Popple, because whenever you attack Popple, it isn't doing nothing, because if you attack Rookie and he dies, Popple will just run away. Which won't happen if just Rookie is left alive. But you don't want to attack Popple, because if you do, then Rookie will attack him automatically. Or will attack you automatically when it happens, it just takes longer.
Alright, here it comes. The Sick Bros attack.
Oh, let's go. Hope he has a Ray.
Alright, let's see. Normally, this battle ends on this attack. Oh, I end up killing him still. Nice.
Sweet.
Yeah, but Popple just does one last attack and runs away.
Alright, so basically, earlier on, this is why the beasts are... Because early on, at the intro of the game, Capcom stole Prince Peach's voice, and they put it inside the robot there. But right here, after this cutscene, actually, they'll explain exactly what happened with that cut. No, I'm thinking, wait. Okay, well, right here, the Peach robot is gonna fall down and just sink to the beanstar, which will enrage it, essentially. Just like it happened earlier. It was calm already.
I guess Princess Peach wasn't exactly pure of heart then.
And I hope you're all ready for the biggest plot twist you'll ever see in your entire life.
I see this like every week and I still can't believe it.
Neither can I. Ugh. I'm shook.
He's Bowser. What the heck?
What?
That's crazy.
No way. I don't believe you. There's no way. Real talk, yeah, Rookie is Bowser. He had amnesia from getting shot at that cannon early on in the game, essentially, and hit his head against the wall after he got shots. That's what happens. And now, Beanstar got so enraged, broke up into 4 pieces, and you have to go find the 4 pieces. The first we crash land on this island here, called Oasis, and we're gonna go explore it. This island is the home to 2 tutorials, one for Firebrand and one for Thunderhands. There are 2 powers that Martin and Luigi are gonna get, especially, right now. We're first gonna get Firebrand on the left temple, which will give Mario the fire power, which will allow him to light some torches and advance him in the game. It also gives him the power in battle, eventually, once we do that. Or excuse me, but it gives him the power in battle just called the Hands, which will give him also a fire power. The hand powers are actually super effective against certain enemies, but that's for testing later. Another small fun fact too. By the way, I actually love this character here. But another fun fact, if you use your fire hands or your thunder hand against these OGs here, which are the civilians in this area who live in this islands, you actually get into a straight up encounter with them. And they go like, "Bleep!" That's what their dialogue says. It's so funny. But they're like on fire essentially, and like they're freaking out and everything. But you still get to encounter with them. Back when Japanese versus game was faster for 8%, you actually got to encounter with them in the routes, so they can warp back to Beaming Castle Town after you glitched your way over here. It's pretty cool. But unfortunately, we don't use Japanese version anymore for 8%, so that route is completely defunct.
Yeah, Japanese version's only used for all bosses now. Yeah, you would think it might be faster for glitchless, but the text doesn't scroll at like a standard speed. It just depends on how fast you mash through it.
Not to mention, Japanese version, the mush badge is actually nerfed from the English version.
Oh yeah, way nerfed.
It does less damage, whereas it's way overpowered in this version. It's still really good in Japanese version, just not as good as the English version.
Yeah, mush badge is still way overpowered. They couldn't nerf it nearly enough. But it also costs like I think almost twice as much, which is crazy.
There's a lot of small differences between that and the English version, or between Japanese version and English version. I think Alt Biscuit has a pacement of it somewhere that you wrote like a few years ago, but it's not really too relevant anymore. That's basically the only big differences that there is.
Yeah, if you've seen an any percent run and you think the glitches in that one are crazy, there's a lot more in Japanese version. Like, to give you a hint, there's just basically no walls.
Also, yeah, that's right. There's different glitches in the Japanese version. I'd argue it's more broken, but not broken in the right ways in the English version.
Yeah.
Because you use stuff like, you can kind of teleport on top of a wall in the Japanese version using the barrel glitch, or rather the barrel storage. Which is pretty cool. It allows you to get to certain areas faster. Like, in that version, for instance, we get over a wall, that was have access to with Ultra Hammers, and let's get to the beach earlier so we can use Luigi as surf to Oasis here. That's what we used to do in Japanese 8%. That sort of thing is possible, but you can't do that in English version.
Yeah, this guy's
Also,
actually my favorite character.
He's so good. He's like, he just forgets his whole purpose and everything. And he's like, oh, I just remembered, you just violated the English code and I have to teach you a tutorial as punishment or something. It's so good. I love both these guys though. They're both really funny, but you skip their dialogues, can't really see what you're saying.
Ooh, I see someone in chat was asking about the red pepper glitch. But basically, the red pepper, if you use an item in battle, or the item in battle, it increases your attack, but it weighs you down, so it's not really too useful normally. But if you use it on Mario and then Mario dies while the effect's in place, you basically get to keep the attack up the whole battle, and without the weighting down. Alright, so now we're in the ocean. Probably my least favorite area, because you like move just super slow.
Also, by the way, really quick, we don't use repair glitch in Glitchless, obviously. Just put that really quick.
Yes, if you did not know.
Yeah.
The glitchless run doesn't use the glitch.
No, it does not. But yeah, the movement down here is a little bit annoying. You have to you can mash as fast as you can, I think. I think it'll slow you down just a little bit. You have to mash as very methodically so you can get through here. It matches with both A and B so you can move Mario and Luigi at the same time. There's also some really erratic enemies in here, like these bloopers for instance coming up. They're a little bit annoying to dodge because they just move quickly in random directions.
Yeah, that room's
that's pretty good.
Yeah, that room's my least favorite in the ocean because bloopers actually they can't hit you if you're walking on the ground, but since there's no solid ground in that area, you can't. It's really hard to dodge them.
Also, the game will straight up tell you the solution to this puzzle here if you just hit that button on the right. That's why we know how to do this part correctly already.
Yeah, so right there, I walked a little bit under the bloopers so I wouldn't get hit.
And now we get a little bit of plot coming up here after we get to the top of this pipe. So it turns out, excuse me, yeah, I can say it now. Bowser, he crashed land. I still can't believe it. I'm sorry, but Bowser crashed land in Stardust Fields, and Fawful happens to be walking around there as well too. So he says he found a catalyst for Kekla here because it's all Kekla's soul now. So now Kekla's soul inside Bowser's body, and Kekla and Bowser become Bala together. You don't see them right now, but eventually Bala will reveal herself, and it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, this is another one of the cutscenes. I remember very beginning, Shasta was talking about how whichever bro you get in the cutscene too, it can be faster or slower. But if you choose Mario, Luigi has to walk pretty far. So that's why I head into this cutscene with Mario first.
I should know about that for this cutscene. Whoops.
Yeah, well, normally you're Mario here anyways, but there was just one time where I was being weird with my action commands or something, and just ended up going Luigi, and it was really slow.
Also, the bombs right there are a little bit annoying sometimes, so a good thing you just spin jump over instead. So along the way over to the beaming airports, which we're going to right now, it's actually along the way over there, we're essentially just getting all of Choco Beans we can to get the Choco Blends. And once we get to Beaming Airport too, we're gonna get all the Choco Beans there as well. And there's a lot of Choco Beans there, I'll tell you what.
Yeah,
so
I think there's 15 there you can get.
Yeah. Funnily enough, Beaming Kingdom has such airtight security that in order to actually get to the airport in general, you need to have an ancient technique stored away on island to get there. The Thunder Hands. I love it. The lore runs deep in this game.
Super deep.
But yeah, all you gotta do for this area is just shoot wire at these piranhas. You can actually fight them over and over, and they'll keep respawning unless you do that. But there's no point in doing that. It's just a waste time.
Yeah, piranhas are... The red ones are weak to thunder. But if you touch them normally, you'll get into the encounter. So we fill them up with water first. Then we can destroy them in peace.
The first screen here has 2, the second screen has 1, third screen has 2 as well. There's 5 of them. You can destroy it to unlock this egg here. Also, I just thought of this. Why is mom piranha an egg when the mom is not supposed to be an egg in some way?
I don't know.
I just thought of that. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's pretty weird how the mom of all these piranhas was just born.
Yeah. That's just... I'm not gonna think about it too hard. How about that? I'm not gonna think about it too hard anymore. That's just strange. Oh well.
Maybe she's just like storing power or something.
Maybe. I don't even know. Yeah, if the piranhas are just barely on screen, then you can just wire them. Otherwise, the wire will despawn if they're not on screen at all before hitting them.
Yeah, I think that's like the max distance you can do because water will despawn.
Yep.
Just collecting some more beans on the way.
Now for this last bean here, we're gonna wire the last piranha and then shock it. And then we get to find mom piranha, which is luck. So give me some plus RNGs in chat for the luck.
Oh boy.
So yeah, so first fight here, we have to essentially hope that she doesn't give us more babies, or essentially more piranhas. She'll have 2 piranhas at the end of the fight no matter what, but she can spawn more randomly. And if she does, the fight will take longer, because whenever you attack mom piranha, when the piranhas are out, the piranhas will do a 3-attack sequence after you hit her, and it takes a while to kill them. With good luck, this fight will take, like, not a whole lot of time. Nice. But loses a lot if you mess up.
Alright, so no summons round 1, which is nice. But funny thing about this fight is Mario actually speed ties with Mom Piranha. So like sometimes even if she summons on the turn, you can actually get a quick attack in. Oh no, Baby Rage.
Baby Rage. So yeah, now I have to destroy the piranhas again and hope that she doesn't have more.
Ooh, won the speed tie.
I think at some points you probably want to just attack her, even if like the babies are out again.
Yeah, when she gets low enough, you could just attack her, and then if she dies on that turn, the babies won't attack, do the counter. But nice 2-turn.
Good stuff. You got a little bit of bad luck, but it's totally fine. Just an extra turn.
No, I've been there for like 6 rounds before even being able to attack Mom Piranha sometimes.
Yeah, same here. I was a minute ahead on that fight one time recently, and I lost I think 2 minutes to that fight just because you kept spawning more babies.
Dang.
It was really bad.
Yeah, I know you said Cacletta was your most hated, but Mom Piranha is definitely mine.
She's up there too for me. But I still think Cacletta, in Blue University, is the worst for me at this point.
Yeah, I really don't. I like Cacletta better just because you can at least guess right sometimes.
That's true.
Dude, did this game come out before Sunshine or after Sunshine?
It's supposed 2003, I think. You know what? I'm gonna Google this.
I wonder.
Alright, Smart Sunshine.
I wonder who came up with the plane first.
Alright, so Smart Sunshine is August 26, 2002. Let's see. Saga was November 17th, 2003. So Sunshine was first by a year.
Okay. Well, this was like originally a spin-off game. Like I don't think they expected it to become a whole new series.
Yeah, but then this game just sold really well and had really good good reception. So they made part of the time on DS. And then eventually Bowser's Jet Story, Dream Team, Paper Jam.
Yeah, I'm glad this series did well.
Yeah, same. I hope there's another one eventually too after Paper Jam.
Oh yeah, hopefully. But oh well, while we're talking about that, it turns out Peach is okay, and her voice wasn't ever stolen. That's why the star didn't work.
Yeah, I probably should have talked about that, but yeah, she was talking about one of the pillars there essentially. So like she's totally fine. She's not captured or anything. She's totally good right now. But we're gonna get this cutscene here without the Queen Bean. She says she wants to go to Little Fungi Town before she goes back to Mushroom Kingdom, which is basically on the border of the Beaming Kingdom and Mushroom Kingdom. It's just an area where there's a bunch of toads, and she wants to visit there because she hasn't been there before. Something like that.
Yeah, Mushroom Kingdom or Fungi Town is like very important. That's where we get the Mush Badge.
Yep.
Yeah,
and a bunch of other stuff happens there too, but we'll get there when we get there.
Yeah,
but
any percent, a lot of the run is just getting there as fast as possible.
Same with all bosses, right? Like,
yeah, all bosses as well.
Yeah, the reason why we have to go there as well is that we need to escort her to through T Valley to Little Fungi Town.
Oh
so
boy.
Basically we have an escort mission coming up. Also, yeah, finally we're gonna get the Choco Blends, which all we need is just any coffee I am right here. But what this does is it gives us the greed wall, which doubles the amount of money we get in every encounter we get into.
Yeah, the coffee house originally was it was meant to bring in a bunch of other Nintendo characters, but right before the game came out, they scrapped it and just put EGAD in there.
Yeah, it's supposed to be characters like Fox and Samus in here, for instance, but with Luigi's Mansion coming out recently, I think, back in 2002.
Whoops,
I
accidentally pressed that. I accidentally...
No.
Whatever.
It's a long tutorial, oh god. Alright, there we go.
Alright, coins are good enough, so we're gonna buy the #1 trousers.
For a trip right here, you need 476 coins to buy 2 pairs of #1 trousers. If you don't have that, then you can sell something for it, but you don't want to do that because it means you have less. It means I get less mushrooms later when we do a shopping trip later. But what the #1 trousers do actually is, oh, you go there, okay. So what they do is they let you go first in battle. However, which bro goes first is I think is luck. I don't think it matters like what.
Yeah, it's just a 50-50.
Yeah, so if they both have it, it's just luck which goes first, which can come to play later, but it's just not too big.
Oh no, I got sniped.
By the way, what's your PB in this game? I forget.
The best recorded time I have is a 3:32, but I've gotten a 3:30 one time, or I guess twice actually. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I figured. So it's not sub 3:30 yet, but it's really close. The best record time is 3:32 on Speed.com. I also have a better time as well, but it's also recorded. I have a 3:40:21.
Dang, we need to step up.
Yeah, I need to learn your route as well too. Do you have it written down, by the way?
No, I don't have it written down, but I think it's just the same. It's pretty similar. Just like change 1 or 2 things. I'll just tell you whenever.
Well, actually, you're literally on the 8 more items than I do, I think. But yeah.
Maybe. But we got super hammers, so we can start destroying gray blocks. Our regular hammers before, we could only destroy the brown colored blocks. But now we can actually just go through here.
And we need to destroy the gray rocks because the second T Valley, one rock there is gray. And now it's time for the escort mission. But this one's actually pretty special, and I like this. So, this was a strat that was a part of the segment run of this game. There's a segment glitches run of this game done by Dragon Darch on Spheres of Archive. Done like I think 9 years ago. It was like a long time ago. But this strat here for T Valley comes from that. Essentially what we're gonna do is we're gonna despawn a bunch of enemies here.
Oh dang.
By getting them off screen, essentially.
So during this cutscene, Task can actually mash through Toadsworth's text fast enough and save Peach from getting kidnapped. Like right there,
really?
right there I was able to move just a little bit, but
That's so cool. I never knew that.
yeah, it's so interesting. I wanted to do it, but it's too hard.
But yeah, essentially for the first part, we're gonna not move at all, and then at some point when the enemy starts going horizontally towards Peach, he's gonna start moving like that, and then the rest of this part we're gonna despawn a bunch of enemies, and then they'll like make them spawn at certain points. That's what we're gonna do, so that Peach is past the enemies already, so they're not even a problem at all. If Peach runs to any of these enemies here, these Gusty Goombas, then that means
They just kidnap her.
Yeah, they kidnap her. This one right here is a little difficult, so I'll be quiet for it.
Oh dang, that was really close. I almost got away.
Nice. That part is timing. Yeah. Dang, not nice. I just saw it. But yeah, that part is actually pretty tight time. If you go too early, like Murmilio did, you get Peach captured. If you go too late, then she'll stop in front of the gate there.
Yeah, she'll turn around.
She'll turn around, yeah.
And then she'll just walk into the enemy. But one cool thing about her getting kidnapped is after she does, the enemy despawns.
And that's super nice, because obviously it relieves a lot of stress from this area. So before we actually found out about this strat here, we just kind of encountered every enemy in this area and just hoped that we got good luck on them, which means that we got the encounter with 2 Gusty Goombas instead of 1 Gusty Goomba and like a spiky snippet, which is a snippet that looks like a cactus.
Dang, I went a little too early again.
Damn.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just kill this guy. There's 2 enemies on this screen, and once you kill them as well, they despawn forever. So, and I got a really fast fight.
Nice. Oh, be sure to get the barrel in the white guy too.
Yeah.
Spawn the barrel really quick.
Yeah. So
yeah, this screen is really tricky in a way.
Yeah, that one has the most enemies that you get past. Like you walk past like 3 enemies 3 times, and they're always off screen. So you just have to get really good timing.
Well, it's not that. You walk past the same enemy twice is what it is. Not like 3 enemies. But yeah, you go past them 3 times. So now that you actually got rid of that one, maybe there's no enemies left in the entire area, which is nice. And all you have to do is get this barrel here and just hit the wall, and that's it. Before you'd have to like you have to like wait just a little bit longer for our first enemy, and then turn Peach around, hit the switch on the wall, turn around again, and then you just do the rest normally.
I've been having a little trouble lately with that first guy. I always rush through it a little too fast.
It's a little tricky. But yeah, this last room is also completely free. That Gusty Goomba on the Bonder will never hit Peach, no matter what. And then you just gotta wait here a bit to despawn that one guy. And there we go, it's easy. But now we got Trunkle, which is the boss right before Low Fungi Town. It's actually much better to hit the little tree on the very top of Trunkle.
Sure.
I'll actually destroy him faster. I think so, right?
Yeah, it's faster to hit the tree.
Yeah.
Making sure I had the greed wallet equipped.
Good call. I forgot that from upping my runs before.
Yeah,
I
same.
completely forgot to equip it. Like after I got it. But yeah.
Yeah, Trunkle, he is 1 enemy, but he has 2 attack spots, and it's faster to attack the tree, like Shasta said.
If you attack his mouth as well, he can do 1 attack in particular that wastes a lot of time. And when that happens, he heals himself a bit, so it just takes more time to do that. He also It also has a lot of defense, so you do like one HP to him, or 1 damage to him whenever you hit him at some points. I think it's the second most HP, or second most defense in the entire game besides Jorah, later on, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I don't know, but
yeah,
that's interesting. Speaking of Jorah, I don't think I've ever seen Jorah be defeated.
Yeah, cut off their wayside.
I don't think I've ever seen Jorah be beaten.
Oh yeah, I think I did before growing up, but that's about it. Cause like I didn't know how to take her out otherwise, and I had to take her out. The rest of the thought I did.
The double level up. If I didn't get into an encounter, I've had a couple of runs like that, and on this fight in particular, I wasn't able to kill Chunkle. I think Luigi would do like 2 or 3 less damage, and when you do 1 damage per hit, that's a lot.
Yeah, now I'm just gonna go in a little fun guy town. Like we said earlier, this place is very essential to every round of the game essentially. Except mechanics says earlier this run because it's glitchless. But this place has the most overpowered badges in the entire game. It scales to how many mushrooms you have in your inventory, or in your bag rather. So if you have more mushrooms, you do more damage whenever you're in battle.
Yeah,
it's super OP.
I'm not sure about the ultra mushroom, like the equation to figure out what your power is, but for regular mushrooms and super mushrooms, they are worth the same in terms of mush power, and it's like about 6 for every extra damage. Dude, mush badge.
Yo. So now after the mush badge, we're gonna go do what we need to do in the game, which is go over to this arcade over here. Which actually, I think that's like a pretty funny name, but I forget exactly what it is.
Whoa.
But
what a familiar face.
Hi Gino. Bye Gino. This is actually its only other appearance in a Nintendo game, other than Super Mario RPG. So revel in it, I guess.
Rip,
so,
getting bombs.
A little bit of fun factor is mid game. If you get a star, you actually lose more time. So you want to avoid them if you can, and you have 60 seconds here, so it's a good thing if you do. But it's pretty hard to avoid a lot of time because they fall down randomly. So it's not a big deal if you get it, but yeah.
Yeah, usually I just go YOLO and do back and forth, and like not care about the bombs.
Yeah, the stars just pause the timer in the back. All you need to do is break 200 points. So after that, you can just kind of take a break.
Yeah, I figured out like 2 days ago. You need 201, not 200.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I just had to restart.
But just like every other minigame in this game, you can also go back to this one here and just do it again for He Beans, with like a high score, of course, to beat.
All right. Hi Gino, bye Gino.
We'll never see him again. He only actually appears again in Smash 4 as like a Mii costume. That's his only other appearance in Nintendo game. It's not even him.
That's a pretty sick costume though.
It is good, yeah. But Mii characters are not good.
Yeah, well, for beating the high score, it gave us the Invinci Shroom, which is supposed to be the best mushroom ever, but it just makes Mario sick.
I'll press F to pay respects for that.
Oh, dude, press F?
Yeah, press F to pay respects for Mario.
I'll drop one of my own.
Thanks for dropping that F. Alright, but yeah, now if you figure out how to cure Mario from this. If we don't cure him, we turn into a bean. So we're gonna have to go follow ruins to get a Krabby Grass.
I really like this cutscene because Peach has like actual character.
I just realized I have an image for this exact situation that I need to upload him really quick. Let's post it in chat.
That's one thing about the Mario RPGs that I like. The Paper Mario series as well. Like it's not your usual just save the princess from Bowser. There's like so much more, and it's so interesting.
So basically, Luigi's just frightened because, like you said earlier, he's not even supposed to be here, essentially.
Yeah, and then he just realized that he has to go save his brother by going and fighting a huge monster solo.
And Area doesn't even know about it as well either. So essentially, he's gonna power himself up by just thinking he's Mario, because this is what the magic computer tells him.
It is a really funny cutscene too.
Yeah, it's kind of touching in a way as well. Because you just feel for Luigi here, because now all of a sudden he's just all happy and stuff, and behaving normally after just being so sad before.
Yeah, but now that Luigi thinks he's Mario, he can go there no problem.
But first we have to do a shopping trip. Just some cool menuing. So, here we go. I'll be quiet for them.
Nice. Keeping the oh dude, I did it again. I accidentally had any % on the brain where I sold all.
No, that's actually pretty bad. So we need to get around like 500, 540 coins, somewhere around there, by the end of that shopping trip. The reason for that is because it gives us enough coins for later, once we get to Wicked Coliseum and the hand-power tutorials.
Yeah, I even took it slow so I wouldn't mess up the beginning, and then once I was done, I was like, ooh, mushrooms.
Dang. It's alright though, it happens. I've done it before as well.
It's not like a big setback, because I just sold it, and the mush badge is strong enough where everything's gonna get destroyed anyways.
You still have more mushrooms there than I thought you would, actually. That's pretty good. And I didn't know you actually sold like a lot of the mushrooms, or a lot of your items there instead. Because usually I keep like all my 1-ups, all my 1-up supers and everything like that. But you sold like everything.
Yeah, I sold everything because like I get one 1-up right there, so I always just sell my 1-ups.
They count towards mush badge as well, right? Just confirming.
I don't know. I don't think so.
I thought they did. That's why I never sold it. Yeah, this part here is actually luck, or at least everything else is not luck except for the very last bounce. It can take up to. It takes a while. It can take up a while, but sometimes it'll bounce once and it'll be right there to be perfect luck.
Speaking of perfect luck, got it.
Hey.
Yeah, sometimes I get like 4 bounces there.
I've gotten 8 before.
Dang, really? That's so interesting.
I got 6 on my run days ago as well too.
Dang, rip.
It was really bad. If they don't count the mush badge, then I should probably just sell mushroom mobs there in the future in that case. I didn't realize that.
Alright, so these guys are just basically faster Chuck guys. But when you only have Luigi in your party, it's pretty easy to dodge everyone.
You gotta be a little careful sometimes, because in particular in one room, there's a Chuck guy on the stairs.
Yeah, the stairs.
Yeah, sometimes he'll horizontally throw a spear at you, and you'll sort of just bounce on it and just get into the encounter that way.
Yeah, you would think it wouldn't be able to catch you because it's on like a different height plane, or like on a Y plane.
But it does. Because video game.
Yeah, just a couple of solo Luigi puzzles before we go get the Krabby Grass.
The solution for his post, by the way, is blue, green, red, green, blue. It's just a palindrome. Just want to point that out. Or not palindrome, but like it's same thing backwards and forwards.
I just agreed because I didn't know what that was.
Oh, okay. It's essentially it's a phrase. It's the same thing backwards and forwards, but it's not a phrase in this case. It's just the same solution backwards and forwards. Never mind.
All right, here's the staircase. Nice, got through.
Alright, now after this we have a quote-unquote boss fight.
Yeah, this guy's the big scary monster that Luigi's scared of.
If all you have to do is ease his stress, is what he says. So that's what we're doing by jumping along this platform here and just what she's currently eating every single time.
Yeah, it turns out he's just really stressed out because there's so many rumors about him. Everyone
Poor
thinks
guy.
everyone thinks he's a scary monster, but
He's just a normal guy.
yeah.
It's a pretty sad story. You know what, I'm gonna press F again here, so thanks for that.
Ooh, press F. Alright, but that's basically the whole Luigi solo section.
If now you can get the Krabby Grass, and then just gonna go back to Mario. Bark bark.
Oh, is that on my end? Might be.
Yeah, it's
Rip.
okay. According to Twitter today, it's National Dog Day, so it's totally fine.
Oh, you're right. It was all part of the plan.
Exactly. Yeah, on the way back to here, we suddenly have a cutscene that happens. You'll see exactly what it is. Luigi gets struck by lightning. I have to go see what's going on up here, because someone has to be up on after all.
Dude, man, this dog is going ham.
Oh my dog. Oh my dog. Now the reveal of our now main villain, Violetta, during this next cutscene. So beware of that. We didn't even see her before. We just saw like the silhouette of her breathing fire. That's all we had.
Alright, here it comes.
Oh.
Whoa. Well, Violetta got quite the makeover.
Yeah. Kekla is now Violetta, and she's super powerful now. More powerful than before because she has a much more stronger body. Or much stronger body. English is hard. Man, I have to go save Mario because Bella just kidnapped Princess Peach. You know, right before she's gonna get back to Mushroom Kingdom to be safe again until she's kidnapped the second time. But this time she got kidnapped early. So that happens. Now Mario saves. He's not gonna turn into a bean. But Luigi is crying because of Princess Peach being captured. So we have to go tell Queen Bean what happens and Prince Peasley and Lady Lima and everything. And Toadstool, of course.
Yeah. Oh boy, you know, my Game Boy didn't do that back in the day. Maybe you have to get like a Game Boy extension or something.
Dude, I wish I had a Holo GBA. All the cool kids had in my block, but I didn't have one.
Dang, rip.
Alright, but yeah, now we have to go get all the pieces of the Bean Star. There's 4 pieces, and the game's gonna tell us which one we have to go get first. Essentially, the reason why I do this is because over in that first Bean Star piece, there is a tutorial for the hand powers, and we need that to advance and to get the rest of the Bean Star pieces, actually.
Oops. Gonna finally grab the pipe in this area so we can just come back here fast. But
We use the goatee value as well.
yeah, the text was a little fast, but Prince Peasley says they're gonna turn this into a game. Whoever finds the Bean Star pieces first will get I think 9,999,999,999 coins or something.
It's something like that.
So
It's a lot of coin.
I think that's the real reward. Not saving the world, just that sweet, sweet money.
And now the Bean Star piece is right over here in this beach ship. Let me say that again. Beach ship. That's hard to say. But yeah. This is right over here. Stay on top of the deck, but oh no, he's catching a steal and put inside.
You know, if the bros had any reaction time at all, they could have just taken it.
Maybe the bros need to like play some video games or something, increase their reaction time. That's what I say. Because it could have gotten it there pretty easily. But during this part, we have the longest break in the run. We're gonna do a mini game called Binks Barrels, and essentially we have 3 minutes to complete it, at least in game time. So once we complete it and get a score of 10 barrels, then we just sit there for over a minute, I think. All you have to do is line up all the barrels here, and that's about it. There's rows of 6 of them in a 6x6 grid. You just gotta line them up. Also, yeah, the Bink there looks like Donkey Kong. A little bit of an Easter egg.
Oh boy. I was really hoping for the game to just go ahead and throw me barrels in a row already. I think that happened to you once.
I think so, yeah.
That'd be really
Actually,
fun.
yeah, it did. That can't happen, yeah. You can just randomly throw like a row of barrels at you for whatever reason. Usually during runs of this game, I always like take a break here and like go get some more water, which I think I'm gonna do as well because I ran out of water. So like once you get 10 here, I'm just gonna run get some water really quick.
If I get 10.
I believe in you. You got this.
Ah.
Godspeed. It can be a little tricky to do this, but after you tie the highest score, he's gonna throw in some yellow barrels too. And then eventually once you get 20, actually, he'll throw some green barrels, but we're not gonna reach there.
Oh really? That's possible?
Yeah, I saw that in tasks of this mini game here.
Nice. Well, now that I got 10, it's just
Just gotta wait until it's done. So, Chad, how's your day going? Actually, what am I saying? I said I was gonna take a break and get some water. I'll be right back.
for sure. So chat, how's your day going? Hopefully it's going pretty good watching some Mario RPGs. Go for the high score? Alright. Can I do it? Can I get one of the? Can I get one with the yellow barrels?
I believe you got this.
Oh boy.
Oh. Oh, it's gonna be tricky, but I think.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Rip.
Dang.
I was one away.
Oh well. Also, a quick reminder to stay hydrated, everyone.
Yes, please. Even when playing video games.
Talking too much will just get you all dehydrated, I think. That's what happened to me, but we're good.
Yeah, so this guy, he doesn't really care about saving the world. He just says, I'll give you the piece back if you free this dude. This guy takes priority.
His name is Blortz, and he drinks so much Coca-Cola that he just kind of got stuck in the wall there once the ship got beached and all that.
Wait, his name is Blart?
I think Blortz, yeah. Blart or Blortz.
I was gonna say, maybe this game was the inspiration for Paul Blart Mall Cop.
I don't think so. But what if it was? Yeah, you hit that. Basically, you talk to that guy next to him, and he'll spawn that wooden plank, which you then hit to bring down that dynamite, and then blow him up out of the wall. And now the ship's going back to the ocean, everyone.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's filled with sand. That guy was holding it all off.
Thanks, Blortz.
This is kind of a funny but sad scene. They're like all happy they finally got back to sea.
They're all happy you're back in the ocean.
Then instantly,
oh no,
boom.
a rock. It just sinks to the bottom again. And you don't see him ever again either. He's just kind of trapped in the ship now, I think. By the way, this area we're in right now is actually right before. It's the room with all the bloopers that Maria avoided earlier when he was underwater. So essentially now the ship's right here. We can go back. We can go back to that other room with all the bloopers, and it's just really easily through this area.
Yes, Hollywood, please complete the Paul Blart trilogy.
Very good. The
Yeah.
Shrek can have 5 movies. Paul Blart can have 3.
So you're pretty safe on the upper path because the bloopers can't hit you while you're on the path, but sometimes they can sneak through the little openings, like right here.
Oh yeah, sometimes that Cheep Cheep there is in your way when you go to that room. It can be a little annoying because if he notices you, he like throws the body at you quickly.
Yeah, usually
hard to avoid, but usually it's fine.
Yeah, usually I wait for him to go to the left, like I'll respawn the area, but I kind of just YOLO'd it and it ended up working out.
Also, I'm just gonna say this part of the run is actually probably the most boring parts of the run because first off you have just that area back there where you had a large break and just do nothing. We get this area here, which is something's going on. Then you get back over here, and there's a lot of dialogue and a long tutorial as well. And then you got the little dungeon area, boss. It takes like somewhere around 22 minutes or so to like get to Hermie, the boss's area, and defeat him. 21, right? It takes a while.
Yeah, we're not done with underwater yet. There's like 2 smaller sections, and then that'll be the last ones of the run. And I don't even know what species these 3 girls are, but
Do I actually? I'm gonna assume some random dolphin, but I really just don't know.
maybe I don't know. Is this like the only Mario and Luigi game where these people are in?
Yes. It's the only game that I think the species of enemy really is in general.
Yeah, so here's one of the reasons we saved 540 coins. This little, I'll just call it a tutorial. It ends up being
Jellyfish.
a tutorial.
Jellyfish.
Yeah. But this it costs 200 coins.
Yeah, the little girl says for each of us it costs 100 coins individually, which is 200. And now we have the Luigi Jellyfish Sisters, essentially. They're gonna teach us the hand powers, or just how to use them outside battle, which will actually give us them inside battle too as well. But it's a very long tutorial. Yeah, this part here where they're basically discovering they have hand powers through these hand massages they give us. But then they're gonna lower the chairs down here and then teach us the hand powers individually, which takes a while because they have pretty long sets of dialogue. And then after that, we have a session where we have to prove what we learned to them by getting 2 pearl beans for them, which costs, I think, like somewhere around 10 million coins or something, according to the game.
No,
So
I
it's
think
very important.
I think like the secret, because they're teaching us like secret techniques or something, and the secret technique, the cost of teaching was like 10 million.
I thought it was the pearl beans were cost that much. I don't know. Something like that. Either way, something costs a poop load, and they're taking just his hand powers here.
Yeah.
First, he has Thunder Bros, which allows us to get around corners, or like to move like
Yeah,
horizontally with Mario and Luigi there.
Yeah,
Or
and then
stack each other.
you can also move. You can move backwards without turning around, which helps with like a certain like obstacle.
Yeah, I know how to phrase that correctly. But that's exactly what it is. Then we have Fire Bros, which if we use this, will just make us go really quickly in one direction, like that.
Yeah, there's actually just a couple of areas where you'll see that fire dash. It's able to knock away like heavy objects that are in the way, like this ball that we're gonna do right now. but it's actually faster in like some areas to just fire dash around instead of walking. It's like very rare, but there's a couple.
So yeah, now to test our skills. So the game actually tells us straight up what these are used for in this area. The Fire Bros use to knock down these really heavy Koopas, which we might have seen throughout our adventure. We haven't seen them personally yet.
Yeah, you'll see.
But also,
you'll see
we'll
two
see
that are
right
just
here.
trapped down here forever.
They're just kind of here. We have to knock them over to get past them, and once you knock them over, they just move out of the way.
Yeah, they'll acknowledge your strength and say you can get past. But that one just disappeared.
Yeah, he's just gone forever. I missed him already.
Yeah, and there's a lot of those like those metal chain cylinders that block your way in a lot of areas. So you have to use the bros hands to get past them. I wonder if this is faster right here.
Ooh.
Oh, rip. Got stopped.
Ah, dang. It might be if you line up correctly, yes. But yeah, the Thunderpans used for these boost statues here. If you look at them directly, they'll disappear, so you can't actually, like, initiate them. But if you look away from them using Thunder Hands, like that, and then you use them as a switch and just unlock a certain area, I guess. It's super cool. You know, what's primarily used for actually is to avoid those little cylinders there. You'll see them throughout the mission, actually.
All right, I'm going for the 1 second time save. That's completely RNG. Here we go. Oh my god, I got it.
Nice. There's one NPC in there that'll stop you sometimes. Thankfully, she wasn't a problem this time though.
That was like the first time I ever actually got it.
Really? I get that all the time, I think.
I always get so unlucky, it's hard.
Damn. It doesn't save a lot of time, but it is swag after all, and that's what matters, really.
It's all or nothing.
Exactly. All swag or no swag. But now we're going to the rest of Guahar Lagoon here. Which involves going underwater for 2 sections. This is the first section we do this.
Yeah, this one's short, which is fine. But there you saw like the arc of the Cheep Cheeps attack. If they notice you, they'll lunge at you really fast.
It can be lower to avoid, but usually they're not a problem. And a few rooms from now, there's some enemies that are hard to avoid than them. We have these powered up, power trippies as well that are red instead of blue. And there's also powered up Gusty Goomba coming up too. In addition to these enemies that are like sharks, but they're actually Cheep Cheeps in the sands. They're a little hard to avoid in this area, all 3 of them. But the hardest one I think is probably the shark, like just in general. But the Gusty Goomba in one room is really hard to avoid too. It's like a room of like 4 of them, and they're like in some tight corridors and some parts.
Yeah, the Cheeps, it's kind of lucky if you get past them. Like usually you do, but sometimes because they're one of the enemies that lunge at you really fast as well. Like just like in the ocean.
Now what we're doing is hitting 3 boost statues, which will unlock the boss. We have to spawn a set of rocks like this by hitting these boost statues, and just like in Choco Woods, there's 1 to the right and 2 to the left that we have to do. So there's branching paths for all of them. This is where I was talking about the Gusty Goombas. Also have to remember I'm on a delay, so I think you're past that when I said that. Okay, well anyways. Now we're to this room. There's a few
It's the fire dash room.
Essentially.
Oh boy. Alright, we still got it.
Oh, whoops.
I accidentally pressed left. You can actually cancel it a bit early. If you're really good, you can time it correctly on when you need to stop and still get the block.
Yeah, you gotta do that 3 times essentially. And then after that, you get the boost statue and just hit that.
Alright, this one's a little bit harder. It's on one timer and you have to like run around.
I married one time. I actually just fell down there, and I have to do that whole thing over again.
Dang.
Yeah, it was like, I think I lost like half a minute or something. It was really awful.
Right. Yeah. These long areas are just fast to fire dash through them. Alright, so that's number 2. It lets us get back to the original place area, and it unlocks part 2 of the boss bridge. Funny thing, if you were listening closely, when you fire dash into a loading zone, it plays the audio for when you squish Luigi with fire dash, like if you run into a wall.
It's pretty good. Once again, we're in the water section. We have to avoid the Cheep Cheeps here and go up this little bubble tornado. Or cyclone. That's the correct word for that. But yeah. I'll just get to the pipe again. Then that'll get us right to where the boost statue is.
And I didn't get any encounters, which is really nice.
Good stuff.
Alright, and right here I'm changing Mario's pants back to his original work pants instead of the number 1, because I want Mario to go second. The reason for that, I'm gonna be using the Luigi's Bros Thunder attack. The attack's a little broken. I think what happened was they just did the opposite of what they were trying to do, because if you time it correctly, it lowers defense, but you can actually lower an enemy's defense all the way to 0. So I'm gonna be using that for a lot of the boss fights. It's really weird.
This is the first one we do it on.
Yeah.
On Hermie the Third here.
It's really weird because if you there's 3 timings to it, and if you do the first timing, it changes to 0. But and so you would think it always does it, but if you time it perfectly, it doesn't lower its defense all the way. So I think they accidentally did it on opposite timings, if you know what I mean.
By the way, I love this cutscene really quick because Hermie essentially gets jealous because these 3 girls found the Mario Bros, and they're just like, there's like, I guess nuggums is the correct word or something. That's what they're doing, and Hermie gets really jealous because they're not paying attention to him anymore because with it's the shiny bean star on top of his head. So he just fights us for it.
Right,
so good.
After you attack Hermie, he always counterattacks you. Right, hopefully I can do this. Yeah, my mushroom power is really low because I accidentally sold way too much. Or sold way too much.
Yeah, that's alright though. I think this is the first battle I really get into that's gonna show off like exactly how overpowered the mush badge is. But essentially, after we use Chopper Rose normally with any other badge in the game, we're supposed to really have only like be doing 1 damage after a while.
Yeah.
But since we using but since we have the mush badge, it increases our base damage as well too. So like we're doing 18 damage right there, for instance, because we have a lot of mushrooms.
Yeah, if I hadn't
super good.
If I hadn't messed up the menu, I would be doing about like 21 damage, I think.
That's really good.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you guys weren't able. I wasn't able to show it off, but I'm usually able to kill Hermie in 1 hit. And that's gonna be the standard for most bosses from now on, actually. I think there's really only 2 that take more than 1 turn now.
Which ones are those? Like Cackletta and what else?
Cackletta and Fawful. Or excuse me, Popple.
Oh yeah, that's right. Popple for a reason actually has a lot of HP to go back to him. I really just don't know why.
Well, I mean, he's finally he's gonna be solo when we fight him, so maybe they just need to power him up.
Probably. Now what we're gonna do right now is go to Harhull. He has the second bean star that we need. Thankfully, he's like really close to he's like really close to one of the pipes, so just go to pipe 4 and walk over to him. He's right by the BB airport on like the other side of it. Along the way, we can also just get one of the bean fruit that we need for another one of the bean star quests. So finally, this bean fruit we picked up earlier is gonna be useful. Oh, yes, get on the way out. Okay, fine too.
Yeah. Oh, you were talking about it and I just forgot.
Oh, okay. It's fine. We can pass there anyways again, so it's okay.
You know what? I got this because I only have 492 coins, and I need 500. But I forgot that I left a coin block right at the forest pipe.
Oh yeah, I do that on purpose as well too, just for that exact reason. But yeah, Harhull is pretty cool. He's supposed to be like a reference to Andy Warhol, the famous artist, and all that. That's why his name is Harhull and all that. But what we're gonna do is essentially just we're gonna paint the shirts and give it a design using the bombs that pop out these pipes over here. I think it calls this technique like splorching or something. It's a weird term, but yeah. That's what we're doing. We're splorching shirts here.
I don't know how he did this before Mario and Luigi came on, because
right?
Like, who else has the ability to like take up a bunch of water and hammer it?
Nobody can spray water in this entire kingdom. It's weird. Maybe just like had a long stick and poke them into the shirts.
Maybe.
Bark bark.
Oh no, rip. The dogs.
The Frankersies.
I don't know, chat, can you hear the dogs? Hopefully you guys, it's not like being annoying or anything.
It's not too bad, don't worry about it.
Alright, cool.
What he's doing is displaying everything. So we have to essentially do 4 of these shirts. We have to make 4 of these shirts, and each pattern is the exact same every single time.
Yeah,
so we're just gonna
red star. If you
red of anything actually.
I was talking red star and I accidentally did brown. Well, if you talk to him though, he'll refresh the shirt. But yeah, if you get all 3 colors, it turns into brown, and if you get 2 of any of the designs, it turns into a star.
The second one is a yellow if you check your pattern on it. The third one is the purple with polka dots. The polka dots are a little tricky to get, but it should be okay. This last one is, he says it's depressed and needs a brown shirt with a star, and which means just match B. And that's it.
Okay, you got that one? Yeah, brown star. Easiest one to remember. If you just mash the B button when it starts, you always get all 3.
There we go.
Yeah, so for some reason, everyone in this kingdom doesn't want to give up the bean star pieces, even though it's gonna save the world.
They're pretty greedy, I guess. One of those things where it's like, but what's in it for me, huh? Why should I give this to you? It's my shiny thing. One of those things.
Yeah, it reminds me of Sunshine. The raccoons keep like 60% of Delfino Island's power or something.
Oh yeah, that's right. Cause they have like 24 shine sprites with all the blue coins. They're so greedy. Those dang rack attacks.
Oh dang! I got sniped by a digger.
Reminder: get the bean star.
Oh yes, thank you.
Or get the bean fruit.
I did what you meant. It was all good.
Alright, good.
Get up there. I forgot.
No. Well, at least you remembered.
There we go.
That'll be disastrous later.
Oh, nice dodge on the beanie.
That beanie's a little tricky to dodge there. Because sometimes you just get past them immediately, sometimes you'll just like notice you immediately and you can't really like get past them easily.
Yeah, so we're picking, I think you said there's 7 in all, bean fruits. And we're picking up, we want to pick up, oh dang, I tried to bait him out, but I couldn't get past. But we use the bean fruits to actually get the next star, or the 4th star piece. So we're just picking up all the ones that we needed before.
By the way, especially in this part of the game, we don't want to run from any encounter, but we don't really need to anyways, because we have so much power we just kill them all in one turn.
Yeah. We're strong enough now where if we run, we'll only drop like 6 or 7 coins, but we still need all the coins we can get.
We're gonna tag pipe too. Oh, you're not doing that.
No, I started doing that on the return trip because we have to walk here anyways.
That's fair. I guess I'll do it later in that case. But yeah, instead we're just gonna go Yoshi's Theater, which is now unlocked through using the Fire Bros power. Which once again, we couldn't access any of these areas before without any of the powers we needed when getting the first Bean Star piece. That's why the game told us to go there. You know, go to the other ones already. But yeah, that's what we're doing now. Now that's Yoshi's Theater, and we have this guy here, who is the brother of Bubbles, the guy who made Chocola earlier in the game. His name is Bottle. He's the president of the Yoshi Theater and the Yoshi Fan Club as well, according to the game.
What, the Yoshi Fan Club? Where can I join that?
Twitch.tv/murmilio. That's where you can join it.
Oh boy.
Like, comment, favorite, and subscribe.
But yeah, this guy, he really hates his intern. By the way,
he really does. He keeps like hitting him with his egg body there. But yeah, what we do essentially is we need to get our placement for the Bean Star here. They'll draw attention to the sign, which is where the bean fruits come in.
Yeah, he wants neon eggs, which you can only get them if a Yoshi eats a bean fruit. So.
Yep. And poop them out, and they're all shiny, and we give it to him, and the sign is all pretty. And we get the Bean Star piece for that. So right now we currently have 6 out of 7 bean fruits.
Or 5 out of 5? 6. 6. You're right.
Yeah, we have 6. We said the last one, which we're gonna get from Parabine up here, is a quote-unquote boss.
It is a boss. It's the greatest boss to ever live.
You're right, but we don't fight him in all bosses though.
Actually, I'm gonna get Fawful first because I think it's actually faster with the pipes. I need coins, or excuse me, Popple.
You can do that first.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it first. I've been doing it recently, and I think it ends up being faster.
Yeah, I think while you're doing it, it actually is faster. Sweet. Yeah, because you don't have to avoid any of the Tanubas as well too in that one room. That's much better. Nice. Good call in that case.
Yeah, for some reason, like I've been doing so many practice runs for the marathon, and I've been just getting faster.
That's good. Soon we get the sub 320 or 330. I mean.
Hopefully. Yeah, here's the 500 coins.
You need it for what we call CM here, which thankfully is enough. Oddly enough, the only enemies will give you coins and like along the way to Parabine, or Parabine himself, which gives you 1 coin, and I think the Sharpies that drop from Lackapy. Anyways, enough about that. This is like we could call a CM game here. What you have to do is just hit all these statues here and get 21 points, which will give us a high score. After that, we're just gonna keep hurting ourselves, which will actually speed up the minigame itself. Because whenever you hurt yourself, the window on the bottom of the screen will just speed up a little bit. So the more you hurt yourself, the faster it'll go.
Yeah, I did one attempt recently, and I just tried hurting myself the whole time, and maybe I should use better wording. I just kept getting hit by the fireballs the whole time, and I still ended up winning the minigame. Like that's how, it's pretty lenient. Like there, 20 is all I need.
21 actually.
Oh, you're right. I have to beat the record, not tie the record.
Yep. Would have this earlier, dude.
Oh boy, what would be really funny if I ended up tying this one.
That'd be like impossible. You just get points by accident most of the time.
Yeah. Like right now, I've been getting hit the whole time, and I ended up getting 10 more points.
It's so good. Like even if you try and get hit on purpose, you just accidentally get points because you sometimes hit other projectiles that reflect off of you. Yeah, now we got that. The Winkles are going to acknowledge us since you got the Winkle card from the Winkle Coliseum there. Now you can go past this area to the Winkle statue, which is where the Bean Star is. But we have a friend over there first.
Shadows.
Who we... Go ahead.
Like this guy, I think this is the only time you fight him solo. Yeah, it is.
It is.
And he's like the only enemy where we use Chopper Bros and we can't one-hit kill. We use Thunderhand here. Thunderhand basically guarantees a 2-hit. Oh boy. Oh no, I got bags. Yeah, so he has this.
No.
He has this attack where it takes like 30 seconds to go through. I'm not sure exactly, but
I think like 20 seconds.
20.
It's a while.
Yeah, and it sucks. It's like RNG if he does it or not. Like no, he can just do a normal attack too, but rip.
It's completely luck based. It's unfortunate. Get in the bag, Popple. Get in the bag, Nebby. I don't know. Never mind.
Alright, so this is like the last time Luigi's power matters. Ooh, nice, got a 2. You know, my power is pretty high, but I think our next boss is gonna be Piranha Bean, and it's gonna be a solo Luigi fight. But Luigi is only gonna be he's not gonna be able to use the Bros attack, so his power matters for his hand attack, which Piranha Bean's weak to. So normally it takes like 5 turns, but if you get lucky and you get high power with Luigi, you can do it in 4, which saves like it can save 20 seconds depending on how your luck is for the final attack.
Alright, so now we're gonna get the last bean for over here from Piranha Bean. We did that pop-up quest there. So we did what we call there, so it saves a little time and movement over here. But yeah, I'll just raise the platform there, spin jump across, hit that guy in the body with the Fire Bros, and then now it's Luigi time. He's gonna fight Piranha Bean solo here, and all he does for this is just use Underhand the entire time and hope for the best with his attacks and hope they don't last too long.
I think Luigi will probably do like 30 damage or something. Like I was saying earlier, you can sometimes get lucky and do a lot more damage. Let me see. Ooh, 33. That's pretty good. Dang. So
that's really good.
If you do 36 damage, whoops, you can actually kill him 1 turn earlier. And I think if I didn't mess up my menu, this would be the early fight, the fast fight.
How fast would that fast fight be?
Pretty fast.
Nice. I think like with 33 damage, I'll be like a 6-turn fight in that case. I think he has like 100 HP if I remember correctly.
Okay, I didn't know if it was 6 or 5 turns. So.
The fast fight would have been like I think a 5-turn fights. I don't know. It's either way. It's fast. Sonic.
so that was 4 turns. So I guess next turn we'll know if fast fight is 5 or 6. Alright, so the fast fight is 4 turns confirmed.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I'll say it gives you 1 coin as well, so I guess fighting before Wicked Coliseum isn't like a big deal. But what probably being swallowed there is not only the bean fruits, but he also swallowed Prince Peasley himself. If you remember earlier on during the beginning of the Beanstar quest here, he's just gonna race us to get all the Beanstar pieces. All he does instead is get eaten by the piranha bean there, and now he's all shrunken. Or as it says in the game, "My Luigi, how you've grown."
Luckily we have a technique to unshrink people, so.
Which is just like you use on Mario, we just hit Prince Peasley in the head, and all of a sudden he's giant again. Or regular side, rather.
Yeah, so that was the last bean fruit, so we can just go ahead and go back to Yoshi Theater. And then we can collect our star once we feed all the Yoshis.
A quick question from the chats. Are there any small things that weren't necessarily intended but are allowing glitchless?
I guess the real only one thing that like fits that description is the Thunder Bros.
That's what I was thinking too.
Whoops.
Other than that, just some like small, I guess some small movement jumps as well too. I think maybe that's about it. Other than that.
Yeah, Thunder Bros is really hard for like to fit the definition though, because had to dodge that guy all the way over here. But Thunder Bros, it would first off it'd be really hard to like if we ban it, because honestly even if it didn't lower to 0 HP, I think it might still be worth it to use if we can one-shot the bosses still. So if you just miss, that would suck if your run would be not allowed anymore.
Also, look at these Yoshi faces. They're so happy. They're just dying from hunger, and then all of a sudden, you give them a bean fruit, and they're just the happiest things in the world. But on the real, though, I love this part here in particular, this Yoshi Theater. There's a few references on the posters on the front of the theater there. First off, on the right, we have Legendary Staffy, or the Legend of Staffy, which is a reference to a Japanese-only game called Legendary Starfy. There's also a few of those games in America, too, but most of the series is in Japan. I think there's up to like 5 games in the series. Correct. There's also a poster that just says Wario on it. I think it's referencing WarioWare for that one. And in addition as well, there's a Mario and Luigi poster, which I think is like just silhouettes of Mario and Luigi. I think it might have been like a promotional thing for the sequel, if that was still in development, or if that was plans. I'm not sure, but it looks familiar.
I don't know. It's something like that. I don't know if these are like references or like hints toward the new games. Do you know?
I think they're just references.
Okay.
I swear I remember something that looks like that in terms of like promotional art for one of the Mario and Luigi games. But finally, we have Kirby's Story, which actually doesn't exist. It's just called Kirby's Story.
They were hinting at the Kirby anime.
Probably. That's the only explanation I can think of, at least. You know, you thought of it. That was the wrong wording. Never mind. but yeah.
Anyways, we have 4 Beanstar pieces now.
Now I have to go back to Queen Bean and just assemble all of them together.
Yeah, for some reason they can't assemble unless they're in the castle. Or maybe
why couldn't they assemble it and wish their way back to the castle, huh?
They could have assembled it and then wish everything. What? Oh, oops. They can't they can't wish because Princess Peach isn't here.
Oh yeah, you're right. And that's why you need to go to the next area, which we'll talk about after this cutscene. But yeah, now we're just going back to Queen Bean. And then plot happens.
I actually really like this cutscene because every time you get a Beanstar piece, it's like this whole big fanfare. And this one is just like, boop.
Boop. So yeah, now another Hall GBA. This one's orange this time though. Ooh. Now Ballet basically tells us to go to Joke's End, which is actually a pretty cool area of the game just because of how it came about to be. But we'll talk about it when we get there, I guess. But all you do is deliver the Beanstar at Joke's End. That's where and deliver the Fawful and Ballet there.
Oh,
Toadstool
here we get
also
a...
gets us a dress for Princess Peach because she thinks that dress is dirty and all that.
Oh, so like our coins, it turns out a billion Bean coins just 99, or a billion Mushroom Kingdom coins is 99 Bean coins.
Which means the Mushroom Kingdom economy is just awful. If like 99 million Bean coins equals 99 mushroom coins.
I actually want to go to this shop and collect some more mushrooms with all the items we got now.
And then we get the Ultra Hammers as well too.
I'm gonna sell the work pants and work jeans. It's actually something new that I kind of came up with. Oh wow.
Ooh.
Mushrooms are kind of low.
Yeah, because we had to sell them again earlier.
Yeah. But so the way that Jojora, which is our next boss, works is she has a partner like with Popple and Rookie, so if you beat her partner, she just runs away. And you usually want her to go first, so she'll it's a really weird boss mechanic. If you counter attack her attack, she goes off screen for like 2 turns. And usually you want her to go off screen first, but I'm just gonna... I thought it wasn't worth it because if you're lucky, you can actually survive a hit with Luigi because you keep the defense from the #1 trousers, so...
Okay. That's really cool then.
Yeah, and then since you're faster than the boss, you can actually kill her before she does 2 attacks. You would only have to try and dodge 1.
So now we're gonna go over to the coastline and then break a black block, a black rock, which leads us to a surfing area, and we'll go surf on our brother Luigi here. For Joke's End. I love it. I love his like sprite happens. It's the best.
Yeah, for all you amateur surfers, if you didn't know, humans make the best surfboards.
It's true.
Yeah, so you can actually surf back to Oho Oasis. That's how you would get there. Which is right there. And there's also like a surfing mini game that's somewhere in the ocean. I don't know exactly where.
It's in the bottom right of it.
Yeah,
It's like a little bit south of Oho Oasis and to the right of it.
Yeah, and if you complete the surfing mini game really fast, which is like super hard by the way.
It is. It's really, really tight to do so.
You get like a secret, or not secret, you get a really strong pants for Luigi, I think.
Are they called coral slacks? Correctly? Some of that. Here we are in Joke's End. This area is the hardest area in the entire game to avoid encounters, and there's a bunch of enemies that are just really annoying and really come at you really quickly. In addition to these ice snippets who will shoot a rock up in the sky and basically like snipe where you're gonna go. They basically read the future.
Yeah, it really sucks.
Bad. But we gotta deal with them.
This first like staircase and room above is really hard for me. And it sucks because it's not like it's fast to kill them or anything, and then you don't have to deal with them for the rest of the round.
Casual coral, thank you. That's what it was.
Alright, nice dodge right there.
I forget recently I have consistently avoid that enemy there as well.
Oh dang, jumped right on top of the goop.
That's just your encounter. That guy's a little tricky to avoid. What I do normally is I go to the top of that room, then just go to the bottom, because usually he'll get out of the way that way. But he's always in the center of that little passageway.
Yeah, the goop's not too hard for me, but when the Sniffit starts being weird, it like throws me off a lot.
Well, now what we're gonna do in this area overall is we're gonna go basically unlock the door over here through this part. And then what that does is allows us to heat up a soup, which basically, when you spin jump into it, creates a tornado so we get out of this area. That's what we're doing. Now, I actually want to talk about jokes in general, like why this area is how it is. So every area in this game is named after some form of laughing, like Chucklehook Woods, Warhar Lagoon, Gufala Ruins, etc., etc. All that stuff. But Jokes End is just literally where the jokes all end, where no one's laughing. That's why it has this really ominous and very, like, I guess, scary music to it. That's like really repetitive and annoying. Because that's how it's like that intentionally as a contrast to the rest of the game. Which I find to be a kind of a really cool detail about it.
I don't know what you mean. This song's a banger.
You're right, though. Give me some sour pleases in chat for this banger.
Like, a lot of people talk about the music for the remake and how it's gonna be different. And, Jokes End is definitely the most interesting for everybody. Nice, I got past the goop that time.
Nice. Good stuff.
Ooh, and got lucky and the rock didn't hit, the ice block didn't hit me from the sniff it.
Yeah, I think it's super hard to avoid sometimes. I hope that the remake actually makes his music a little more tolerable. But either way, it doesn't really matter too much. Because I like the detail about it. Just the fact that this is where the joke's all in and everything, and like everything is just like all depressing because of this.
Yeah, I never thought of it like that. I always just thought since it was at the end of the map, it was called Jokes End.
It's never really explained or anything, but like I think it's just kind of cool. It's something I'm not sure if it's actually true, but it's something I at least thought of before, and like I think it makes sense to me at least.
No, yeah, it definitely makes sense. Yeah, so basically a lot of Jokes End is navigating the area without one of the bros. At the very end, we get them back together, and then we can finish off the area.
Unfortunately, unlike Woo in the first day, they don't hug each other after they get back together. But it's okay.
Alright, so up here is another one of those block mini games where Mario and Luigi hit blocks in order to get, or they hit blocks 30 in like 25 seconds.
Oh, by the way, never explained this. I just realized because someone said in chat, but the reason why I jump upstairs like the way we do is because it actually resets our neutral. It makes us go like the normal speed in the air instead of going like a slower speed on the stairs every time. That's why we do that. It just saves a little bit of time movement.
Alright, I didn't miss a single one, and I almost didn't make the minigame time.
That's some awful luck, holy crap. Dang.
Yeah, I got so scared right there.
I don't blame you. So now I have to go up here with Mario and light these 4 candles right here, just on the edge of a cliff, because why not? But it's useful for layer, it's also a puzzle layer. You have to light them up and they move over this little block when you do that, and then later on you have to extinguish them, and that'll just unlock a door in that same room there. It's super weird.
One thing about these, the red and green blocks that you're supposed to hit at the same time, I'm pretty sure that if you hit them on the same frame, that it doesn't actually register.
I think it's...
Is it?
Yeah, I think I agree. That's happened to me before as well too, where I hit him on literally the same frame, it just doesn't happen. So I have to try it again, and it works.
Yeah, like I've had that problem so many times. Like there would be some times where I use like both thumbs on my hands to press A and B, and it still wouldn't hit, and I was so weirded out. But now we're finally able to have both bros, the tag team, back together. more stair jumps. Yeah, stair jumps are really important for movement in general, but that room, if you don't do the stair jumps correctly, you get caught by the paratroopers. Ooh, that room, it really sucks.
Yeah, there's 3 enemies right in that room, and the two paratroopies, they're a little hard to avoid in general.
Yeah, they have homing attacks as well, which sucks.
Yep. They have that one ice sniffer, which, if you're not careful, will just snipe you as you're getting out there while you're trying to avoid paratroopies.
Oh, dang. I almost got there without a... Oops. This is one thing that sucks about the #1 trousers. If you get first struck, it's luck whether or not you can run away on first turn.
Yep.
But
if both bros have it, then it's a 50-50. It doesn't depend on how much speed they have. Otherwise, Mario would go first every time.
But this was actually a pretty good Joke's End.
Yeah, other than that one encounter there, that was actually really super solid. Good stuff. Joke's End's really hard to get no encounters in, because a lot of the enemies are just really hard to avoid. Some of these rooms have just a lot of enemies in them. And they're in a very tight space. And there's also ice snippets, so you can just snipe your movements if you're not careful.
Alright, I'm gonna take my first save of the run. Just because if I die here, nothing really bad happens, but I get sent back all the way to Castletown, and I didn't pick up the pipe in the beginning because we don't need it.
Good call then.
Yeah. But that shouldn't happen. I have one safety 1-up too.
Be sure to save before Super Palette as well too, by the way.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
So Jojora asks you which one of her friends you want to see, and it's the same every time.
They're all the exact same.
Yeah, but Chuckless is the homie, so I always pick her.
Let's go, Chuckless. This fight's interesting in a way, because the Jojora you want to get rid of immediately, like that. Because she'll,
Alright, so here's her counterattack. If you don't let her go, if you go before her and attack Chucklessa, she'll do that. And she'll heal 60 damage. But I don't think it's a problem, because you can still two-shot Chucklessa.
Yeah. One bad thing about this fight, too, is that Chucklessa can actually increase her defense and make her hair red. Which happened to me to run yesterday, actually. I lost a minute and a half to her increase her defense. And not be able to match fast enough to kill her because my attacks do less damage.
Damn.
And she did that twice. She did that twice too. The fight doesn't take too long, but that's what happened there, and it ruined so much. Oh well, it's okay. That's one thing that could happen. Thankfully, it didn't happen this time.
Yeah, that was a good fight.
Yeah, that was good.
Alright, and then
You might see that's like a hint in the background there, but one of the flames isn't lit, so the game tells you right there it's just like the 2 flames because of that.
Yeah, I'm actually really interested more on Jojora's character. I don't know why, but there's just one thing on the game I wish they elaborated on, because it's just like some random seemingly little girl at Joke's End.
Yeah, true. Now you put it that way, I completely agree in that case. She's just kind of randomly there, and she's never explained why. And she just supposes the Mario and Luigi, and that's never explained either.
And so Fawful's actually too smart, saw right through the fake Beanstar, and then rip Luigi.
Yep, he gets the real Beanstar, and now if we go get it back. But we have a clever plan to get it back. I love this part. This part of the game has the best cutscene in my opinion.
Oh yeah, this is a funny one.
So yeah, Mario and Luigi are devising a plan here to get the Beanstar back quickly. So they figure out. They remember he has a dress still. You gotta get the Peach after you get Peach back through the negotiation. Words are hard. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, yeah, through that. So that's what we're supposed to do here. But however, Luigi puts on the dress and decides himself as Princess Peach and puts his hand over his face to cover his mustache. And also this is the greatest Princess Peach impression of all time. Because Bowlette and Fawful fall for it, and you kidnap Luigi instead, dressed as Princess Peach.
Yeah, Luigi's like just a professional cosplayer, I guess.
And even like a really impressive voice actor too, as well. Like, that's just incredible, honestly.
I just
Jealous.
realized that when Luigi's Princess Peach costume, he actually talks. Is that like the only time one of the Mario Bros talks at all?
They talk it anyways. At least Luigi does. Like, he has all that dialogue in TCYD.
Oh, you're right.
But yeah, Mario never talks himself.
Dude, rip.
Rest in peace, dude. I love this right here. This is my favorite cutscene. They're like, why, like, Princess Peach, why have your hand in front of your face? Just, humongous cockroach. So good.
Also, for some, Luigi must be like really skinny that they didn't have like a different body type.
Right? That's crazy. Actually, he is really skinny. He's like skinny and tall. The opposite of Mario, I guess.
Oh, you're right.
Also, you gotta love how Fawful can float, but he doesn't float around the rail right here after the box is like in front of the path. He just kind of sits there along with Bowlette, who Bowlette is Bowser's body, so I'm sure she can destroy a box somehow, but she doesn't. So that's cool.
Yeah, there's a bunch of Thunder Hand little orbs here, and these are technically like one-off items. You miss them forever, but they're just a bunch of beans, so nothing like too bad to miss.
They give you five hoot beans if you hit them.
Wait, 5 beans each block, or?
Yes.
Oh dang, that's if you ever playing this game and want to make coffee, then make sure to get those blocks.
Yeah, 5 Who beans per block, which is really cool.
Yeah, you only get Who beans from hidden blocks too, so.
So like, there's not really any other better place you can get Who beans from, unless you know every hidden block location. I think there's that place by the pipe house, which has 5 Who beans in it as well. But it's at the very end of a maze. Takes a little bit.
Unfortunately, their math was a little off. Luigi landed just left of the target.
Just a little bit off. So now he's gonna fall face first into the sand here.
Dude, rip Luigi.
First off, that bird destroys parachutes / dress chutes, I guess. And then he falls face first into the sand.
Is that bird seen any other place in the game? I feel like it is.
Nope. It's just there. RPG trick bird. And yeah, it just falls right into the sand, into this little labyrinth down here. There's a block up, and now you can go through this area. So in the 8% run of this game, you use barrel storage to get past this barrier up here without having to do the rest of the game to hit that block right there to unlock this area. Skipping like over 2 hours of the game.
One of the best names.
Crazy.
One of the best names in all speedrunning. It's called the Big Skip.
The big skip. Because it skips so much. Or it skips a big portion of the game, I guess.
Yo, thank you for the subscription for RPG Limit Break.
Thank you very much for the sub. Welcome to the RPG crew. Welcome to Walmart. I love you. I don't even know.
Yeah, so this is actually the scariest room in the whole game, but only in any percent.
You still get one that killed here, I think. It's happened to me before, at least.
Really? One hit?
Yeah. Like, I think I got hit right here and I couldn't do anything about it. I think I tripped after that.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. But
I think that's what happens.
In any percent, it's really hard because you actually enter that room with Mario and Luigi. So it's extra hard to dodge the enemies.
Alright, now we're gonna save Luigi. I forgot.
I'm
like
like
to the sand here.
I'm
from
like
Hobble and Birdo.
I was reading reading the chat and just mashing through the cutscene.
Oh, don't worry, I've done that before too. It's so bad when that happens.
Someone asked if we prefer any percent or glitchless. I prefer any percent just because it's a lot shorter and it's super hype. But yeah, Shasta only runs glitchless right now, right?
I haven't learned 8% fully yet. I've learned some of the skips, but like I still need to polish up on it. I want to run in the future though. But right now I only run glitchless for this game. So yeah, this is Popple and Birdo. Birdo's helping out Popple now. I forget exactly why. I think they're supposed to be like lovers right now. But then they just kind of, then Popple gets like really pissed at Birdo like after he gets defeated here.
Well, Birdo is just rookie number 2.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. Birdo, by the way, if you don't remember from earlier in the game, was Princess Peach in disguise. Way back at like halfway through the game, after we went through BB airports, we found that out. So that's why Birdo's here all of a sudden. Oh yeah, Birdo looks exhausted here too for some reason. I don't know why. Poor Birdo.
She did get destroyed by the mush badge right now, so.
That's true.
So this. Oh, go ahead.
Popple gets destroyed right here because he kicked into the sands.
Yeah, actually, Birdo actually just has like the strongest attack in the game, but luckily we dodged both of her attacks.
What's that attack again? Is it where you get sucked into her mouth right there?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
But
Alright, now, one last opportunity for Lucky Piece to troll us. Let's go.
I got a sick dodge right there though. Like the last second move to the right.
Oh, nice. That was pretty sick. These two screens have Lucky Piece on them, and they're just hard to avoid sometimes.
Yeah,
It's got juke him.
Normally I have like, there's certain lines, it's not as much in glitchless, but I run any percent so much that I have like certain lines I take that pretty much guarantee not getting hit.
The perfect line. 2 quick ones. Oh,
Body armor, dude.
I'm a legend! Alright. But anyways, take one last shopping trip there before we go to Bowser's Castle, the final year of the game. That's what we're doing now. So, basically, after we saved Luigi from, or rather, after Luigi escaped from the airship, Fawful and Bowlette went back to the Mushroom Kingdom. We got Bowser's Castle here, floating in the sky. And now they're terrorizing the Demon Kingdom, essentially Demon Castle. So now we're gonna have to go take them out, and just take them out for good, really.
Yeah, so Popple and Birdo are actually the last boss fight on the ground before Bowser's Castle. So in any percent, it's really interesting. We basically get to that boss fight as fast as we can, then we can just enter the final area at a really low level. But luckily in glitchless, we can take some hits because we're level 20 something already. I'm gonna grab this mushroom right here. Maybe it'll help out because I am a little low.
Ooh, good idea then.
We can't end it off like this.
Oh no.
Hit the swag jump.
Swag jump, please. Yes, you got it. I'm happy. I'm proud of you. You got both swag jumps out of 4 attempts.
We don't talk about those 4.
Good points. Yeah, the only person that gets to Bowser's Castle is Bablonodon, which was a pterodactyl at the very top of Hood Mountain at the very beginning of the game. So, that's who we take to Bowser's Castle, and now we're gonna go through the entirety of it. In 80% we skip all of Bowser's Castle using the barrel storage and a Dashing Man glitch. But
yeah, but
we don't do that here.
We glitchless boys.
We glitchless. We go through the entire castle. So yeah, because we go through the entire castle, we're gonna fight all 7 of the Koopalings, starting off with Iggy. Iggy looks way different in this game than in other games, by the way. He got redesigned, I think, with Mario Kart 8, I think?
Oh no.
Something like that.
I just fell off. Rip.
No. So like in this game, it looks way different. It looks a lot similar to Lemmy instead, because he also has rainbow hair, but he's just a little taller and stuff.
Oh yeah, that is. I always base I base him off having rainbow hair, but now he just has green.
Yep. He has a green hair and like I guess like a thin explosion type hairstyle. It's weird, but it's good.
I can't
So
wait
right
for
here-
the remake, dude. SSBM.
SSB. By the way, your controls are jumbled right here, so you have to like determine which control is like left, right, up and down and stuff. You also move during the beginning of that first cutscene there, where your controls get jumbled. It's a
Yeah.
little tricky. If you
I
can't
just
figure
got
out
I
when
got
to go, but
reverse control, so it's pretty easy.
perfect. That's what you want there. If you don't get reverse controls, then it's difficult.
Yeah, normally I would have to like turn my controller whichever way.
I don't even do that. I just kind of deal with it. That's actually a smarter strategy now that I think about it.
Yeah, at this point, Luigi actually he doesn't need any more power because we're just gonna be using knockback bros or Thunder Hand, whichever one we need. So I'm just gonna give him HP.
Can't get the 5 though. That's my question.
The 5 would be hype.
I want the 5.
We got a couple chances, so hopefully.
This is a got 2.
Alright, so
Okay, that.
the first Magic Koopas. Magic Koopas are like the worst enemies in this game.
Yeah, they can either shoot nothing at you and just like get all pissed and stuff and just keeps trying to wave their wand, or shoot a fireball which will home in on you after a while. It moves really quickly.
You can barely outrun it if you run in a straight line, but usually you don't have that option. But luckily I got past the first 2, no trouble.
There's more layer though, but that room in particular is really hard because of both the enemies in that room, the shag guys with the cannons, I forget their name, and also the magic cube was just like sometimes shooting fireballs at you. Oh, Kirby says puts Luigi's stats on stash and not HP next time.
Oh no, that was bad mashing.
So be sure to upgrade stash instead of HP for Luigi. I think that'll help.
That will help, I think.
Yes, that'll make you go faster, trust me.
Alright. Oh, also, Max Nut.
Max nuts! Fortunately, I'm max staying, that's what Super Nut will do.
Yeah, Super Nut's gonna have to do. Alright, we're going in. Stash.
Let's go, stash!
Luigi may not have... Oh my gosh! I was excited for the 5, but there was 3 5s in a row.
Oh no!
I got a 3.
No! Oh, I saw it. Damn, that's unfortunate.
Alright. Alright, lucky on this Magic Koopa as well. Yeah, Luigi might not be the strongest in power, but he's definitely gonna have the best mustache. Alright, there's an enemy coming up, which is pretty interesting. Hopefully I can do this.
It's a little tricky.
Aw,
What he's
dang.
trying to do is... Yeah, that's unfortunate. What
Yeah.
he's trying to do is skip past him. It's pretty tight timing, but what you have to do for it is... When he just starts attacking, you have to... Or sorry, when he just starts shooting a projectile, like right very beginning animation there, you have to just hide him up there, and you have a tight window to get past him.
Yeah, I was just a little bit late. It was almost... Because I got the high jump out before he started moving. But yeah, if
Super
you're...
close. But yeah.
If you're really, really fast, you can get it in the correct timing.
Alright, this
But,
is complete luck right here. Which direction are you going?
I'm going left. Alright, chat, hurry. Maybe
Team
we'll...
left!
Team left? I'm going
Let's go
team
team
left.
left.
Team left all the way.
It's kind of weird. You actually can't get first try in this. It's usually second, third, fourth, or fifth try.
Alright,
just go for
team
one-sided.
left is definitely the fastest, but team down was the right choice. Just for that one, though.
Yeah, there's no visual cue.
No, yeah,
It
it's just random.
It's completely random. And
Right.
usually you won't guess correctly at all.
I saw a down in the chat. I'm going team down again. Ooh, team down was it.
Let's go down. Rest in peace all that time, though.
Yeah, rip. I think the most I've gotten is 5 turns.
I don't think you need to do Thunder Bros for him, really. No,
Yeah, I realized that too. Usually you can just kill him with Mario's attack only.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has
But
the
it's okay,
least. He has the least HP out of every Koopaling.
Actually, Wendy does it then.
Oh yeah, Windy.
Because I remember, like, even before I started my faster mesh technique, I can still kill her in one Chopper Bros.
I don't know. I think Roy might have the highest or the second highest. It's one
Roy
of those.
or Morton? Whichever one.
Morton surprisingly has low HP for how like big he is.
Wait, really?
Yeah, he's only like the 4th or 5th.
I never even realized. Dang. All right, this room sucks. By the way, it's another luck-based room.
Oh, what? He stayed in the middle, but my water just went over him.
Wait, what? Oh, you're a little low. That's why. Ah, it sucks. Damn.
Reposition.
So yeah, this part is complete luck if he goes
dang.
right in front right for the pipe.
All right, cool. We ended up getting it though.
Nice. You can also time whatever if you fail that once, and you can also actually time your wire to like hit him as soon as he gets in position there. It's super tight though.
Yeah, so this is Ludwig. I'm gonna save right here just because if I don't one-shot Ludwig, it kind of turns into a really tough battle because he has a really hard attack to dodge.
Oh yeah, same with Roy as well too.
Yeah, Roy.
Roy
Definitely need to save before Roy.
Yeah, you do. Roy is scary. I've lost so many runs to him. He's not our boy, contrary to popular belief. This right here is a little, this little mini game is a little interesting. It's a combination of different attacks, and like most of the time you're good it's pressing A and B whenever they pop up. But he also has an attack that goes through both rows horizontally, so you gotta be careful of that.
Yeah, so for like Ludwig and Roy, if Luigi goes first, it basically guarantees me to one-shot them with Mario. And I got it right there, so. But my mashing's fast enough where even if they don't, if Mario goes first, I can still one-shot Roy, which is really good. It's just really tight timing. I have to get like a perfect attack. Oh, I missed. I muscle memory to power instead of stash. Rip.
Yo, the 3 though.
The 3.
Alright, so yeah, now we got Roy right now. It's kind of a cool room. In the first room it was area, it's kind of a cool room where you have to, instead of just normally like going under a fence with Luigi, he gets knocked to the ground, you just kind of like don't do that for a while and just navigate and then eventually it pop up like under another fence and hit a switch there. It's pretty cool actually. There's another part of the game that's like this, because most of the time you just think immediately pop up afterwards, but no, you just move along this time.
Yeah,
just like that.
There's definitely been some runs though where I accidentally pop up instantly out of habit.
Yeah, same. It's really down that happens.
Oh, somebody's asking about Thunder Bros. I do Thunder Bros to lower their defense all the way to 0, so it pretty much guarantees a one turn fight.
So I love how Luke just turns around to hammer Mario behind him. Just in that last cutscene. That happens sometimes. I don't even know why it happens.
It's just like a weird positioning thing, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Oxycodone says, I missed most of this run. Please start over. Do it. Right now. You're not down.
Dude, I don't know if Ultra Biscuit will like that. It's getting
you're right.
pretty late where he is.
He has to restream after all. It's like midnight for him now.
I know.
Oh, we can just walk into that first one? I didn't realize.
You can choose to, if you jump over the first one, you can walk over under the second one. So.
I do that. I didn't know you can just do the opposite and it still works perfectly. Oh, actually, that's harder. Never mind.
All right. I think. I don't think that was the 456. It was probably a 457 because.
It's probably a 455 actually.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I think so.
You're right. It was like a weird frame rule thing. I think. Allowed it to be super fast. You know, I'm gonna do this first before I save. I'll just walk back and save.
Sounds good. Because yeah, you don't actually fight Roy here, he just runs away.
Yeah. Yeah, there was one of the instances where the blocks, when you hit them at the same time, it didn't work. Even though that's like the whole thing about those blocks.
I don't know why, but the game gives you, if you look at the sign on the wall there, the game just tells you like, it just like tells you for some reason about simultaneous blocks, like that. And even though you're like in Bowser's Castle, the last area of the game.
Wait, really?
I really don't know why.
Is that like the first time? At the very.
You do it as well in like jokes and all that.
No, okay, because like that'd be funny if it's the first time they tutorial is the last time you ever do it.
Nah, it's just there's also one of the rooms with the golden balls in it also has the same tutorial in it too. I think just reused from there. I don't know why it tells you again though, but yeah.
All right, so this is probably the hardest boss fight in like every category that he is in. Hopefully he'll be our boy today.
Yeah, Roy can have a really powerful attack that's hard to avoid.
Oh, well,
So,
I got the 50-50, so.
Nice, there we go. So it should be a breeze, unless he misses the Chopper Bros.
Alright, we're good.
Sweet.
Oh, and Advanced Bros.
Let's go Chopper Advance.
Yeah, Chopper Advance is actually also an infinite, so technically, I won't do it right now because I've never practiced it before, but technically I can just one-turn Tacletta and everyone else.
Yeah, I guess. I think it takes too long. It probably takes too long, I guess.
Alright, 5 and stash. The 5 and stash!
Yo! Let's freaking go.
Oh my gosh, that's... Roy was our boy and the 5. This might be the greatest run ever.
This is the run right here. We did it.
How do I mash so fast? I get this question a lot, but I've just been playing this game for so many years and I wanted the time to go faster, so I just like practiced a lot.
You just practice mashing technique a lot, right? Like a specific way.
Yeah. And also, I got perfect boo fight.
Yo. Oh, so yeah, this part right here is luck, unfortunately. You want to have the fight, I guess, that's 3 boos in a row right here. Or I think either this one or the 3 boos, or 2 boos and a sniper bill.
Yeah, this one also the good fight.
Or 2 sniper bills, rather. But nice, good luck right there, good stuff.
Alright, and the hammer attack, damn.
So that's perfect luck right there, basically.
Yeah,
good stuff.
If you're able to counter the boos, you can kill him in one turn. Unfortunately, I missed. The second one was questionable though. I'm pretty sure I jumped on the boo. The hitbox was weird.
Reason why we take those fights, by the way, is that we can't get through the rim otherwise without like running to either of those boos. And we need the barrel for next as well too. But yeah, other enemies you can get in that fight are is Chomp Bros, which have a really long attack that you can't. There's 2 of them, so you can't kill them in one turn basically. Because not my bros doesn't do enough damage. And you also get these Hammer Bros as well too. They're like they look the same, but look more angry at you. Is what they are. But they take more one turn to kill as well too. so it just takes a lot longer to kill them.
Yeah, the Chain Chomp Bros, I guess. They're the worst enemies because they have the longest attack as well.
They look so sad when you defeat their Chain Chomp, though. But we don't get to see that, thankfully.
This is weird. I'm gonna exit out of here. Yeah, I didn't want to get hit right there, because if I did get hit, it would send me back all the way to the upper right of the area.
Fair enough. So yeah, during that part there, like you say, if you get hit, get to the upper right of the area instead of like into that bomb left there. But also in addition, you can actually make the Thunder Bros from the top right to the top left.
Oh,
that's just impossible, unfortunately.
I think it's possible. I've gotten so close. I want to say it's possible.
Okay. I've never done it before, at least myself, and I've like grinded it a bit too.
Yeah, Windy's another one where I could just do Mario's attack in one-shotter.
Yeah, her and Lemmy have like the least amount of HP.
They have like 300 or 400, something around there. Nice. Mario finally broke 100 HP. Or 100 power.
Yo, and you got a max nuts. Let's go. Give me a super nut, everyone.
Oh my gosh, the double 5 in stash.
Yo! You know what? Give me also a PogChamp. I need some PogChamp.
PogChamps in the chat for double 5. This room actually before you get to the room with the best Koopaling Larry is a little tricky as well. Because you have to go on the bottom of this platform here to spin jump across, otherwise we will get into an encounter. And then you gotta hope that fire doesn't appear. You know, I just dodged the fire, and I didn't know it was possible.
Oh, sweet. I didn't know either, actually. That was some good luck in that case with positioning the magic though.
Yeah, I believe if he was a little bit lower on the screen, I wouldn't have been able to outrun it.
Another funny thing about that room there with Magic Koopa is that after you defeat Larry here, you actually get teleported to the top of that room there, and just through pure luck, sometimes you just get into encounter the Magic Koopa if you don't defeat him, which you won't because it's slow.
Yeah, you can just jump right on top of him, or he can summon fire and just automatically hit you.
So I'm asking what's the record for this?
Recorded world record is whoops, I'm going with Mario instead of Luigi. Recorded world record is 332.30 something. But
I think it was 33 I checked.
33?
Yeah, I think so.
And I've done like some offline runs. I just lost the recording though. But someone soon is gonna get a sub 330. Like sub 330 is like rip. Sub 330 is a really good time.
Yeah,
but
really good.
Larry, please.
Oh no, this is luck here, by the way. Whichever if Larry gives you like a sharp angle when he hits this racket here, you can't really like do anything about it.
There's sometimes he can hit it so far that it's like not even close that you could touch you could hit the fire.
I try to like. Whenever he hits it, he usually goes like to the bottom left of the screen, so I try to like go a little more towards the left whenever he hits it, just in case. Just to cover that possible option there.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
It's still really tricky though, obviously. So yeah, now that best Koopaling Larry is defeated, we finally get to go to Thoughtful and defeat him. Also, really quickly while we're here, what's your favorite Koopaling, chats? And like I said before, my favorite's Larry. Followed by Iggy, actually. What's your favorite, Emilio?
I just got the 555 in stash.
No!
Oh my gosh.
Fucking... Let's heck and go, dude.
You know, I was about to say my Koopaling, but I got so excited.
It's okay, it's okay.
But dodged the Magic Koopa, which is really good. My favorite Koopaling, I think, is Morton.
Morton's pretty solid too.
I really like Morton because he was the fastest in Mario Kart.
Oh yeah, that as well. I was about to say that. I just like Larry and Iggy's sound effects. Iggy's sound effects in Smash 4 in particular are really funny. I think Larry's just cool overall.
Yeah, those are top tier picks.
Definitely.
Windy,
now we're
Windy
here,
though,
Waffle.
definitely worst Koopaling.
Oh, Wendy's the worst. Ugh, it's the worst. But now here at Fawful, he's now powered up with his new suits, and like he has a little barrier around him that he built. So now I have to destroy his barrier or his shield, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, it takes
Then-
4
then
hits.
take him.
It takes 4 hits, so Chopper Bros here is optimal.
What a wasting. You have annoying persistence, then he attacks you. If you actually don't hit all these 5 orbs here, you get a longer attack. It takes a while. And you don't get another chance to hit them. You only have those opportunities there.
Alright, if Luigi, this is Luigi's last level up. What a story if this can happen.
Please.
Oh my gosh.
Did it happen?
It happened! Oh my god!
Oh my god, let's go.
Oh my gosh, dude! The quadruple 5?
The quadruple 5. The quad stash, everyone.
Oh my gosh!
I'm so happy.
Oh my gosh.
This is the greatest run ever. Plus 20.
Plus 20 stash in 4 turns. What the heck?
That is just the best luck of all time. I don't think we can do commentary anymore.
Oh
I think I
my.
just have to be quiet for the rest of the run now. Yeah, now we're at Battletta. I'm just gonna take her out. That's the last thing in the game. 80% is skip right to Battletta through the exits, and then just face off with her. But now instead we just fight her right here directly. Just went through the entire castle.
Man.
The
Bowser.
strategy's the same. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Bowser definitely looks different.
That's for sure. The strategy for Battletta is the same. Just Thunder Bros and then Chopper Bros. Thankfully, Illusion at first as well too. Oh.
No, I can do over 500 damage with 1 Chopper Bros, so I don't need
Fair enough.
Luigi.
In that case, my strategy is Thunder Bros and Chopper Bros. but yeah, now we fight Cackletta Soul here inside of Bowser.
Yeah, Cackletta is... I wish I had advanced knockback, so I could... Advanced knockback is an infinite move, but without it, I have to basically attack the heart twice with Mario.
Are you gonna try Chopper Advance?
No, I haven't done it at all ever, so...
Fair enough, I was gonna say.
Yeah, I don't really know. I don't even know the timing.
Get after your why. I've only seen it done in a video, I think.
Yeah, I think I've only seen it in the task.
Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna attack Cackletta's right hand, or her left hand actually, because that spawns fire, which actually takes a while to show up. Or to... It's a longer move, so just get rid of that option immediately. And after you take out your head and your 2 arms, the heart will pop up for 2 turns, and then we just wail on it. And that's how we defeat her. With great mashing here, which Murmilio probably do, we'll defeat her in 2 turns.
Yeah, it's actually really tight to beat her in 2 attacks. So I gotta have really good a really good mash.
That's what I figured.
Yeah, not necessarily like fast, but make sure all the buttons are registered. Alright. Ooh, that wasn't too good. I wasn't getting enough hits in the very beginning.
Yeah, I saw that. Oh no. If it doesn't happen here, then you get into a longer phase, which is a lot harder. It's their 4th phase. He's not in the 2nd phase right now, I think, because I know it's because of the fire pattern. That's why.
Yeah, you can tell she has 4 hard phases based on what HP she's at.
Right here, she's doing a thunder attack, which it's only 2. Okay, so she's on the 1st phase, and that's gonna be weird.
Yeah. Well, I was really close.
Yeah. Now she's on the last phase. Yeah, she's on the last phase. You got the orb attack, which is really hard to avoid. I'll be quiet for this.
Alright. Luckily, we're in Glitchless, and Luigi can take some hits.
The orb attack is pure evil. Also, the orb attack's pure evil. Look.
Alright, got through that.
Ooh.
But, so, Kekletta's heart, whenever you reveal it, it's only out for 2 turns.
He just went through 2 horse attacks to avoid the game, by the way, which is the 4th phase armor attack and the orb attack, which only goes in the 4th phase. Those are super hard to avoid. So, if you don't kill her in 2 rounds, this is like a really hard fight because of that. It's really hard. It's really hard anyways, because the boss fight itself is just a huge step up from the rest of the game.
I'm gonna max nut just in case we get the orbs again.
Good luck. Alright, that's a good idea actually.
Alright, so I'm like 90% sure that 1 knockback will kill, but so I'm gonna see how close I am gonna jump.
Or maybe the orbs will kill her if it goes into her heart.
No, orbs can't attack the heart, unfortunately.
I actually didn't know that's...
Wow, she's just like a heart and 1 arm right now. The orbs destroyed the... The orbs wrecked her head super bad.
Dang. Unfortunately, she's the firearm, not the thunder arm. That's unfortunate.
Alright, and... rip. It didn't take a jump.
Dang. Alright, knockback.
Wow, that's really funny.
Did it not work? Oh no.
No, she's dead, but she didn't have any of her body parts alive, so it just... the cutscene.
Oh yeah! That's true. Oh yeah, that's really good. I've never seen that before. Alright, that's the final boss of the game. Now all I have to do is just escape from Bowser's castle. Now it's gonna blow up or something.
Quick chat. Do we save or kill the animals?
Quickly, donate now.
Chat, we're on our final escape. We need to know. Save the animals or kill them?
Oh, we just got a $10,000 donation from Caleb Hart 42.
Oh, baby.
Kill the animals.
Well, there's no animals, but there is a barrel.
Open the door, open the door.
Oh boy. I'm seeing it. It's 50-50. Oh no. I think...
Greetings from Germany.
Kill the barrel. Rip. The barrel's gone.
No. Save the beans.
Shoutouts to that ultra syrup.
Oh yeah, it can't open the door. That's right, because it's not 8%. You don't barrel glitch. All right, time's going up soon. Alden knows what time it is really. He's running this game.
I'll give the thing when.
Yeah, Bowser wakes up. The cow's just exploding. You escape from it. It explodes. It crashes into the ocean, and then screen splats.
Someone said this in my chat once, and thought it was really funny. But they said Bowser just got up smashed by Fox. All right. Time is coming up pretty soon. Oh no, Alta forgot.
No, it's
Time.
the last dialogue. There we go. There you go.
Also,
GG.
we got a super huge present because
Wonder what it could be.
it's Bowser. Oh boy. GG.
Bowser.
Yeah, so credits time.
These are my favorite credits ever, by the way.
These are some sick credits.
I love them. So yeah, that was Martin Luther Superstar Saga.
GG's, GG's.
Your foul time is 3:38:19, by the way.
All right, cool. I wanted to get under 340, so that's good.
That's pretty good then.
Yeah, with all the mishap and stuff in the run. But definitely the highlight of the run, the plus 20 stash at the end.
The stash was so good.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, make sure to follow Murmilio, everyone. In fact, I'll post his channel right now in chats. Be sure to follow him really quick. And also, that's my channel if you want, if you want as well too. I was doing co-commentary the entire time. Hope you enjoyed the run overall.
Yes, yes. Mr. Shasta does Glitchless too, so if you like this run...
My runs aren't as good as his, though.
They'll be there. Just give it a week.
Yeah, I just need to learn the stuff you do, basically.
But, also, please check out the other categories. This is like a small game community. So, please, if you like the game, consider running it maybe too.
Yeah, my route for this game is actually on speedrun.com under the guide section. So if you want to run this game, be sure to check that out, because it's just an easy way to pick it up, I guess. There's also a beginner 8% out there too, an advanced one as well.
Yeah, there's a ton of new runners too right now. A lot of people are trying to complete their first run, so.
Completing 8% of this game as well, it's kind of like a feat of itself, just because of how difficult it is. The run itself is like, it's basically normal for the first like 15 minutes to get the barrel and do a bunch of really hard glitches, and then the final boss is literally impossible.
It's a fun final boss fight. Even if you don't intend on speedrunning this game, you should maybe try and go through the speedrun route so you can fight the final boss. It's so fun.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, but thanks for watching. Please check out tomorrow's runs.
Definitely check it out. It's gonna be awesome. Tomorrow on stream we have Super Paper Mario starting off the day with Mirror A. Then after that we have Partners in Time with Snowion, and finally we end it all off with Paper Mario 1000 Year Door with All Crystal Stars with York. So that should be really awesome. So check it out tomorrow, everyone. We'll just start getting around 9 a.m. EST.
Yep, and thanks again.
Yep, that's it for us. We'll see you all later. Have a good night, everyone.